and beyond, beyond, beyond. What?
Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
Radio, and beyond,
Beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
Radio, and beyond,
Beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
Radio, and beyond,
Beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
Radio, and beyond,
Beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
Radio, and beyond,
Beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
what?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond, beyond.
say Beltway Radio,
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio
And
beyond, beyond,
Say Beltway Radio.
and beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio
And
beyond, beyond,
Say Beltway Radio.
and beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio
And
beyond, beyond,
Radio. And beyond.
beyond, beyond,
Say Beltway Radio.
and beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio
And
beyond, beyond,
Say Beltway Radio.
and beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio
And
beyond, beyond,
Say Beltway Radio.
and beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio
And
beyond, beyond,
Say Beltway Radio.
and beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio
And
beyond, beyond,
Say Beltway Radio.
and beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio
And
beyond, beyond,
Say Beltway Radio.
and beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio
And
beyond, beyond,
Radio. And beyond.
beyond, beyond.
Say Beltway Radio.
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio
And
beyond, beyond,
Say Beltway Radio.
and beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio
And
beyond, beyond,
Say Beltway Radio.
and beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio
And
beyond, beyond,
Say Beltway Radio.
and beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio
And
beyond, beyond,
Say Beltway Radio.
and beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio
And
beyond,
Say Beltway Radio.
and beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio
And
beyond,
Radio. And beyond.
beyond, beyond.
Say Beltway Radio.
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio
beyond.
beyond,
Say Beltway Radio.
and beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio beyond,
Say Beltway Radio.
and beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio beyond,
Say Beltway Radio.
and beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio beyond,
Say Beltway Radio.
and beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio beyond,
Say Beltway Radio.
and beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio
beyond.
beyond,
Radio. And beyond.
beyond, beyond.
Say Beltway Radio.
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio beyond,
Say Beltway Radio.
and beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio beyond,
Say Beltway Radio.
and beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio beyond,
Say Beltway Radio.
and beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio beyond,
Say Beltway Radio.
and beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio beyond,
Say Beltway Radio.
and beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio beyond,
Radio. And beyond.
beyond, beyond.
Say Beltway Radio.
And beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio beyond,
Say Beltway Radio.
and beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio beyond,
Say Beltway Radio.
and beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio beyond,
Say Beltway Radio.
and beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio beyond,
Say Beltway Radio.
and beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio beyond,
Say Beltway Radio.
and beyond, beyond, beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio beyond,
Radio. And beyond.
beyond, beyond.
Say Beltway Radio. and beyond.
beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond.
Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
And
beyond.
Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
beyond.
beyond.
Radio and beyond.
Beyond.
Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
Beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
beyond. Radio and beyond.
beyond.
Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
beyond. Radio and beyond.
beyond.
Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
beyond. Radio and beyond.
beyond.
Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
beyond.
What?
Beltway Radio,
beyond. Radio
You are far smarter than you can ever imagine. There is no obstacle that you cannot overcome, no problem that you cannot solve, and no goal that you cannot achieve by applying your mind to your situation.
Go on and Go on and go on and go on and
Uh-oh. Reverb.
Huh?
Reverb.
Reverb.
Reverb. You heard that?
Reverb.
Heard that?
That's what it is.
I think it's reverb. Ain't it called reverb?
I don't know what
Good
the fuck
morning.
it's called.
Feedback.
It's called
What the fuck
feedback.
is good? Happy Monday.
Oh shit! It's Monday, ain't it?
It's Monday.
It's Monday.
I know it's Monday.
How you know it's Monday? Cause we here. Oh, cause we fucking here. That's why we here. It's Monday. You know we don't never start. We start whenever the fuck we want to start. Y'all know how that is. Fuck up.
I know y'all missed us.
You know what I mean? I missed y'all.
I missed
y'all. Shit, I was bored. You know what I mean? Like, yo, so, you know what I mean? Yeah. So welcome back to Real Talk Uncensored. Once again, here we go again for another fine-filled Monday for your motherfucking answer. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. You know what I mean? Yeah, that shit, I don't know what it is. As soon as I hear that joint, that shit catches, it gets me, it does something to my fucking blood when I hear that. I be like, yo, like, yeah, bro.
Whatever
you know
coffee don't do, Belt Rate Radio and beyond.
It's going to do for me.
Yes.
It's going to do for me. This is what it is. All right. So it's a fine-filled Monday. Yo, so we had the contest going on for 2 weeks now, right? And we want to thank everybody who submitted the flyers and the pictures and the posters. We want to thank everybody for that. Look at all the different ones that were made. Everybody that put in the hard work to help make these. We want to shout out to y'all. Thank y'all. You know what I mean? It wasn't easy. We really truly appreciate it. But y'all, we did at the end of the day. We didn't pick shit. You know what I mean? Y'all picked the shit. So coming in at number 3, right?
Yes.
Was number 3. Picture number 3.
Number 3.
Picture number 3 came in at number 3. Can we see picture number 3? Was that number 3? I don't know.
It's labeled. I mean,
that's number 3. That's picture number 3 came in at number 3. That's kind of fucking dope though. I like that shit. You know what I mean? That shit is hot. You know what I mean? All right.
They look like you too.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess so.
Mine is the boogie.
Is that a boogie in my nose? That's a big old boogie, nigga. That's a big old boogie. All right. So coming in at number 2.
Come on.
Is picture number 1. Picture number 1 came in at number 2. You know what I mean? Look at that shit.
Look at that.
You know what I mean? That came in at number 2. Tell them what number 1 is now.
You better tell them what number 1 is.
This is y'all picked this. Y'all picked this, right? Picture number 1 and the new logo for Real Talk Uncensored is picture number 4. Picture number 4 is the new logo for Real Talk Uncensored. I want to thank everybody who participated, took the time out your busy day to vote for us and pick this one out. You know what I mean? I think the joint is kind of fucking fire. You know what I mean? Is there no boogie in my nose there, though? Is it? Nah, that's a boogie. This is a regular nose? All right, cool. Yeah, we appreciate that. But this will be the new image of Real. Why do I keep saying Rip Radio? This will be the new image of Real Talk Uncensored moving forward. You know what I mean? We want to thank all y'all for y'all votes and everything like that. Yo, it was kind of dope to turn out. Man, people loved them all. People was loving them all, though. Can you read some of the comments?
I undoubtedly read it. And all the entries, we even had some late entries, and but they were low enough on the list. The late entries did not make the top 3. So
yes,
everybody appreciate your creativity.
We appreciate
your support, your acknowledgement, and your participation. Y'all dope.
Yes,
y'all dope. So we will find out who is the winner. And
I know who the winner. The winner is. I know who it is.
So we will get them on here, and we will give them their money.
Yeah, they're in a whole other state though.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So we have to figure that out.
No problem. Other states too. Look at the states chiming in.
There's another state. You know what I mean? Out of North Carolina. This one, the person who created this is out of North Carolina.
Chiming
in. You know what I mean? She's out of North Carolina, and she picked this image. You know what I mean? I believe her name is Adrene Simone. Made that image for us. You know what I mean? So it's a big shout out. That's what's up. Thank you.
Come on.
Thank you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So shout out to her for the hard work that she did creating that image, and then y'all picked it. Y'all loved it. Y'all picked it. Boom, there it is.
I didn't know our people were so talented. Look, it takes you to have a contest like this to bring
to show, because there's a lot of different people that had a lot of different concepts and ideas, man, and I loved it. You know what I mean? I loved the fucking concept and ideas. I didn't have the patience to sit there and come up with the logo. I just didn't. I was like, I don't know what the fuck to do. You know what I mean? I wanted something that we wanted something that represented us. Yep. You know what I mean? And I think all of those images represented us. Yep. You know what I mean? And in a way, in our own special way, it represented us. Right?
Look, Twitty said, "Where's her stick figure picture?" We didn't get
that one. We missed that one. We don't.
I would have put that shit up there too.
The stick picture.
Yes.
Oh shit, man.
You know, Myrtle coming up. I got to turn into a stick figure in the next 30 days.
How you gonna do that? Are you ready for Myrtle?
Crack.
Are you ready for Myrtle?
Crack. I'm finna smoke crack.
You're gonna smoke crack, and that's how you're gonna do this?
Yes. Yes, mind your business.
I ain't, look, nigga, I ain't knocking your hustle. If you want to smoke crack, nigga, go ahead, nigga. Yes. Myrtle is what? It's a little over 30 days. It's a little over 30 days. So you got about, I'm gonna say, roughly, I got about around a little under 60 days to get it together. You know what I mean?
Way under.
Yeah, you got that. So, you know, Kiki last year at Myrtle, Kiki looked at me and was like this. She came past our house and shit, and we was over there chilling. And then she came over there with some of these heavy hitting motherfuckers. Everybody got systems in their bike. Shit was fucking loud. Shit was ridiculous. Yep. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm sitting there, everybody playing their system. She looked, Tone, what you doing, Tone? And Tone couldn't keep her. Tone didn't have anything. You know what I mean? I hope to change that this year. I hope to change that. You know what I mean?
On which bike?
Huh? I might do it on the 14.
That's all I'm trying to figure out.
You want to know which bike I'm going to do it on?
Yeah.
I'm going to leave that to Myrtle. You'll find out at Myrtle. Just for you. This happened just for you because you opened your mouth. You know what I mean? And you other niggas, loyalty riders, Greensboro, you started this shit. New York started this shit. God, you know what I mean? You started this shit. Y'all want to talk shit. I'm going to get y'all niggas. We're going to see y'all soon. But yeah, man, how was your weekend? How you been? You know what I mean?
Was dope. I went to a poetry reading or what is it? Spoken word thing last night. My homegirl birthday was yesterday. Debo, happy birthday, Debo. Birthday was Saturday. I went there. It was a fun-filled weekend this time.
Okay.
I worked in between all of that. But here's what I want you to know.
What do you want me to know?
Oh, Kiki got a confession.
What's your you got confessions?
So yeah. I just want to ask everybody, this is a serious part of the confession. Everybody just please get a moment, just say a prayer for my family. One of my siblings is ill in a coma right now.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you. And that was on my mind, which is what led to the fuckery, right? So I
didn't realize God, and there's fuckery now?
Yes, I didn't realize it, but I was talking to my father, blah, blah, blah. My sister called me, I got pissed off, right?
Okay.
I go in there and have one drink. I said, look, I gotta work at 6. So I got one drink.
Yeah, wow, this just sound like
it's finna end bad. So I had one drink. I took one to go. Like, okay, I'm gonna just take one to go, just in case we get to Depot join in. Mm-hmm. You know, the drinks is $37 for a drink. I pregame.
You got pregame. It's smart to pregame.
I pregame.
Okay.
So I ain't really got to spend a lot of money when I'm going. So I get there, and one of my homies is like, yo, it's BYOB. I was like, what? I was like, I'm straight. Next thing I know, I'm dancing with somebody, and I get a cup in my hand. Did not realize the shit was straight up vodka. No chaser. No nothing.
That's really good. That's a good drink.
No.
That's a good drink.
That shit hit me all at once. So I go to the car. I'm ready to go home, right? And I don't even know. Anyway, I don't know. I don't remember walking to the car. I don't remember being pulled out of it. I don't remember being blocked.
Whoa, pause. Stop for a minute. You got pulled out of the car?
I got blocked in. I had a plate of food on my seat. I couldn't find my phone. I got home. My clothes was from the bathroom to the bed. The trash can was beside the bed.
Lord,
and I had no recollection of what happened. So next thing I know, I woke up like, I gotta work.
Yeah.
Where's my phone? I didn't know what none of this shit was. Somebody called me, was like, yeah, I'm about to come get you. No, I'm sorry. I looked for my phone, so I was like, it's in my truck. So I went out. I need my glasses when I'm working on the computer. I go outside. Ain't nothing in my driveway but the sun. The sun shining in my driveway. I'm like, where's my car? No recollection. Apparently, everything hit me at one time.
Okay.
Kit and PJ was like, yeah, no. He's Blanket said I had the car in manual. Like, he said, yeah, you ain't gonna get far. I was like, I'm going home. He said, he came and gave me a plate. He said, in the middle of the party, how drunk I was, right? I closed my eyes and opened my mouth so he can feed me.
What?
What?
Really?
Oh my
It was
God.
at this moment he fucked up.
PJ is such a great friend. He took me home. He got me. Look, him and Nomi was like, she said I talked to her. I remember talking to her.
Obviously, you don't remember shit.
I don't remember shit. Mm-hmm. And I was like, where's anything? He said, yo, I left. He was in the bathroom for like 40 minutes. He said, and you was asleep because I heard you snoring. First of all, I don't snore.
You was snoring that night. You know you was drunk then. You was sleep.
But I heard in all of this, like, I'm a happy drunk. I did hear that.
You are. Whenever you get drunk, you are. Nah, Kiki, if you ever been around Kiki after she's been drinking, Kiki's very happy, very pleasant to be around. She isn't one of them evil drunks. Nah. You know what I mean?
Oh
but what's killing me is you was on the floor with your eyes closed with your mouth open.
Yes. And look, it was like, he said, I fed you. I got to my truck. The phone was there. The food with the plate I had was on the seat. Like, I don't remember none of that.
You don't remember none of that?
No.
That means it was a good night then.
They said that some girl approached me in the party, was like, yo, I want to be a rider. And I told her, you ain't got no bike? She's like, no.
You told her the truth?
Yeah, I told her.
Boy, liquor is a new truth serum, y'all. Tell you what it is. Hurt your feelings off the break. You know what I mean? Nigga.
Hey, Moe, bro, it was a bad time. Oh my God. So I'm being honest. And then I got the nerve to go to another party yesterday. It was like, just give me one drink. I watered that bitch the fuck down. Like, just only because I just wanted to.
I feel like always the next day after you have a good drunk, you drank and you got really drunk, the next day it's like, me and liquor we just like, yo, we had some nasty sex and we don't even want to look at each other. That's how I feel about liquor the next day. I'd be like, I'm good. I'm a sip on that shit, but I'm good.
I didn't even want none, but I went to a party and I think the social thing. It's just
you're gonna drink.
Yeah,
you don't have to drink when you're drunk.
I said, but give me so much club soda, I can't even taste the shit. Like I just I really could have had club soda though, and it would have been the same thing.
Could have got away with that.
Alcoholism, I think.
That's alcoholism.
Alcoholism. You just have to. Like I didn't really. Anyway, my man's name this week is Mate.
Coffee Mate. Don't act like y'all don't know what Coffee Mate is. You ain't never seen no Coffee Mate. It's not completely white. It's like a little off-white.
It's a little off-white.
It's a little off-white. It's all right though, but yeah.
It's only one I don't like is the Irish cream. That's the only one I don't. That green one, I do not like that shit.
Yo, Slows, you said she called Earl. You call Earl? You call Earl? I know you didn't call Earl.
The trash can was there.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
That's all you said? Yo, so I had a great weekend too. Shout out to my girl Ty. You know what I mean? We got to hang out on Saturday night a little bit. I'm sorry I couldn't make it out to anybody else, but yo, my boy was in town. You know what I mean? So he hit me up, was like, yo, bro, I'm trying to go out and have a couple drinks. I don't get to see y'all like that. I said, bet. We go to Babylon. You know what I mean? And so we get to Babylon, and this, it started out good. I came in with good intentions. I was
That's
like,
where y'all was?
Yeah, I was like this. I'm only because this is what Bishop picked, and this is what Bishop wanted to go. I said, all right, cool. So I was like, he was like, he wanted to make it close to everybody. I said, all right, cool. Go down there and walk in there. My intentions was to go in there, right? Be there for about an hour or two, and then be like, all right, I'm out. You know what I mean? After 2 or 3 drinks. I sit there, and I order the first drink. And the first drink, you get that first sip, you taste the Hennessy, you're like, yeah, baby. And then the next sip, it was gone. It was Coke. It was straight up trash.
What?
Yeah. So, all right, in the mix of that, by the time I had the second one, I realized this was working. The girl came back and was like, I'm gonna hook you up with some double joints, double Hennessy. We're gonna get you right. All right, cool. So it's all of us. It's me, it's Ty, it's Bishop, it's Kai, it's 6'8", it's fucking Greg. We're all sitting at the fucking table. We chilling. You know what I mean? Greg, we pull up. Greg has got a hookah there. Okay. Here comes fucking 6'8". He orders a hookah. And Kai over there orders a hookah. This is one table. And we ended up with 4 different hookahs. Niggas got to the point where it was like, I don't even want this shit no more. It was, it looked like, it was just like.
Was anybody double?
You know what I mean? No.
I'm going to go look at video.
There was nobody doubling.
You sure?
We weren't that drunk.
I feel like a double.
So we sitting there and fucking minding our fucking business. And all of a sudden, 5 shots appear. Now, I know I've gotten to the point where I try to shy away from taking shots now because shots is the quickest way to fucking hell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I took the 5 shots.
You took 5 shots?
No, we took all shots apiece. Ty was real slick. Yo, Ty was real professional. Ty was like, you niggas is trying to peer pressure me. I don't drink anymore. Ty was being a complete lady, right?
Okay.
So we go to take the shots, and I'm like, yo, bang the shit back. We looking at Ty and shit. Ty shit in front of her.
She meant
what she said. You know what I mean? Ty meant what he said. He wasn't drinking. So there was extra shots on the table. Then my boy Mac showed up. When Mac showed up, we got some more shots. So now I felt obliged, because this nigga brought around the shots. I felt like it was my need to buy around the shots. So I buy around the shots, right?
Right there. Shot still sitting there.
Yeah, we knocked it down.
Okay, I was gonna say.
So we buy another round of shots, right? All right, I buy a round. Bet. Thought we was even now. No, nigga. No.
Who
nigga.
wanted to one-up you?
Nigga. I don't fucking know, but somebody one-up me and they two-up me. There was 2 extra rounds after that. Mind you, the hookah, the drinking, we was all laughing, we was all joking. Great fucking time. Yo, nigga, you know what I mean? It was always a pleasure to see Ty. Ty's like one of the niggas. You know what I mean? And she wasn't tying. She was yo.
She looked cute.
I would always hang out with Ty. Ty's all right. She's a cool motherfucker, son.
I called Bishop last night. I was like, yo, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Right.
Oh, you don't mean that. I said, oh, I mean that.
Right.
He's like, what? He gave me the same story everybody give. I was in town. I was just trying to find something close. I really couldn't get around to see everybody. And you ain't the only one mad at me. I said, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
There's a lot of people mad at him.
I don't care nothing about that shit.
A lot. Yeah, Ty, stop exposing. It was 5 rounds, Ty? Was it 5 rounds? You know what I mean? Ty was, she was like, let me get a Moscato. She had a little glass of Moscato. You know what I mean?
Have to, and y'all tripping.
Huh?
Yeah, in Virginia, you have to. Y'all tripping.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it was one of those fucking nights. It was a good night. Everybody had laughing, good time, laughing, joking. You know what I mean? And, it was good. You know what I mean? Except for that damn 6. Yo, this nigga 6'8" was fucked up sitting at that table. Ty, am I lying? This nigga was asleep eating the fucking chicken. This nigga was asleep eating the chicken. I was like, that's what his ass gets. That's what you get. Come out here drinking this shit. I was
sliding it to Mac. I couldn't take no more.
Yo, it was bad. It was bad. It was a good night, though. It was always good to see Pleasure. Like, I would personally go hang out with Ty because she cool like that. She's like one of the niggas.
We should hang out.
Yeah, you should. You really should hang out with Ty. Ty's
coffee mate.
Like, if I'm gonna hang out with somebody, it would be I can hang out with Ty because Ty is always, she's cool folks to hang out with.
Somebody wanted to know, were you the powder or the wet one? Were you the wet creamer or the powder creamer? I don't know. Depends on the day.
Depends on the day.
Who's ever there? I
don't
know. Because we all could be. Anyway.
Anywho. Y'all was all mad at Bishop. A lot of people mad at you, bro. Yeah, they mad with you, bro. I ain't
Johnny Wall was in town too.
Yeah, and then they hit me up after the fact on my post. Oh, I was here this weekend. Nigga.
Him too.
You know what I mean? I get it. You know what I mean?
I hope I recognized you in your face though, because I saw the picture and I was like, oh,
really?
we took together. I said, Donnie was here.
Damn, nigga, how much drunk was you?
Listen, I'm a lightweight though, because I did not eat the entire day.
You can't do that, Kiki.
I took one drink in which I mixed it with somebody bought me a drink to go. I drank that, and then whatever PJ brought me.
You can't. You gotta be sensible when you're doing this shit.
No, I know. I be ended up places.
All right.
I didn't. Last night we left the party to go see PJ do the spoken word. So it was like on just spur of the moment type shit.
Okay. Well, listen here. As its own special segment, right? First off, we want to give a shout out to the Wayne's family. Their father passed away past weekend. You know what I mean, and we want to give a shout out. That family, came from nothing to something. You know what I mean, and he was the matriarch. He was big dog in the family. You know what I mean. So we want to definitely send our prayer and condolences to him or to their family. I'm looking for this story now, you know what I mean? And Coffee Mate, please help me out with this because this story, I have to talk about this before we get into anything else. This story is the dumbest of the dumb. Okay. I always wait till niggas gonna nigga, but this was so important, it can't wait. Mm-hmm. This dumb broad, a correction officer, gets recorded while she's at work. Fucking inmate.
Doing what?
Fucking inmate. So the inmate already got contraband because he got the fucking phone. He recorded this shit. He recorded her sucking fingers and doing all this other shit.
Nice.
And then it got out.
Nice.
Nigga, how stupid can you be?
Nice.
How stupid can you be?
I'm gonna tell you how these stories.
Look it up. I am not making this shit up.
I'm gonna tell you how
Nigga.
Even the dumb shit you can find a light in, right? Here's what I just got enlightened. I'm always thinking about inmates screwing each other. I forgot about the element of them screwing the CO.
So
I forgot.
So when I was incarcerated years and years and years ago, right? Gotta stress that, niggas was doing that. Niggas was gaming because remember, you gotta remember these were broads from the hood. So niggas was, these were still the same niggas and they was getting game like, yo, I'm locked in my cell, but this nigga out in the cell walking around. Only nigga walking around the cell. He hanging out in the bubble. I wasn't knocking niggas, but yo, them females, this is not nothing new. You know what I mean? So this chick got caught. You know what I mean? Lost everything. You got to be stupid.
Here's the silver lining in that. If you at work 5 days a week and your man is shamming or your chick is shamming, that's 5 days. That's 5 days worth of sex. You know he ain't going nowhere. You know you can, bro. It's a silver lining in a lot of shit.
It's a win for her, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you know he ain't fucking nobody else except maybe fucking one of the dudes in there, but hey, for the most part, you know what I mean? He getting some pussy.
So
that has got to be.
The video?
Huh? Yeah, they got the video. I'm trying, if he can find that video, there is a video out there.
So
bruh, I'm trying to find it because I had sent it to you.
Oh,
I know I sent it to you.
Let me look, because I did.
Nah, I sent you a whole bunch of content.
Listen, I know it, but I did not check from Friday moving forward.
Okay, so hold on. Fulton County, Fulton County detention officer arrested after video of improper sexual conduct with an inmate surfaces. If you think I'm lying, there it is. There it is.
Oh,
there it is.
She said.
I don't know if that's. Wait, hold on.
Oh, let me send it to him. Send it to him.
Look, you stupid bitch.
That's the inmate finger?
That's the inmate finger. And what made it so bad is you had to be one of us. You know what I mean?
Sister. Look, Cornell said, I saw that shit.
You saw that shit, so I ain't making that up. Yeah, in Fulton County. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Oh, I'm a real fucking sister. That's why. I'm like, wait a minute. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Do, do, do.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all. Still could. But yeah, this really fucking happened. This is a real fucking thing. I'm sorry. It really happened. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, she wasn't fine. You know what I mean? But I seen some fine COs in there. And they were getting their back blown out. Like, nigga, this it's not, you know what I mean, in the city jail. Now, when you went upstate, when you went to the state penitentiary, nigga, you was getting, nigga, nah.
Let's be clear. The definition of fine definitely changes once you're in jail.
Not really. So hold on, let me respectfully say that when I was incarcerated in New York, look, that's not fine. That's not fine at all.
No,
you know what I mean?
She just
what happened?
She playing, but
I got you. Yeah, well, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
she cute.
Sure. Nigga been down for fucking 15 months or whatever the case may be. Things start looking a little different, my guy. You know what I mean? What the fuck? So,
County jail
look.
jumpsuit. 36-year-old Kawana Jenkins now faces a
slew of you drunk ass.
I've been busy.
So this is really happened, and yeah, you know what I mean. So
okay, he found.
He found some shit.
Stand by.
It's the jail. It's Fulton County Jail. You know what I mean? Look. Oh, it froze. Look. Sucking this nigga finger. And you gotta know the camera's at you. He got the camera in one hand and the finger in the other. Look. It keeps freezing right there. Oh, damn it.
Of course she doesn't have the camera. So she's thinking, oh, this for us. Shh.
Yeah. So, great news. You know what I mean? I get the day off today, so that's good. That's good news. All right.
Great.
So I had to bring that up because that was fucking very troubling to me. Like, you gotta be the dumbest motherfucker on earth. Niggas, we gonna get to you niggas soon later on in the day.
Oh, just keep going with the niggas. You already there. So
I'm already there. We
put them over the top.
All right, it's you niggas. You know what I mean? But they, actually, Kiki, that beats top tier. That shit there beats top tier. You know what I mean? She must have visited the mountain, thought it was a resort or a vacation spot, and sniffed the air and came back home and did some dumb shit. That's what you get for visiting the mountain. It's not for us there. The air, it just does something to us. We don't belong there.
It must have been hot in Fulton County.
I don't know.
In Fulton County. She had to go out for a second. She had to
nigga, she went on vacation, went and visited the mountain and came back and was high as the rat pussy. Went to work and was like, fuck it, nigga, I'm sucking your fingers. We doing shit at work. Nigga.
There's some good dick in, probably.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
All right. So, this nigga, this former Memphis police lieutenant, Dwayne Smith, the on-scene supervisor at the police beating of Tyree Nichols, retired a day before his disciplinary case. What's disturbing is that the Memphis Police Department accepted it. Why are they not assisting in holding this dude accountable for his not directing immediate medical attention when he observed the young man's condition? Reason why he's a nigga. He's not the nigga. Memphis, the police department, is the niggas. And here's why we call them niggas. You know what I mean? And they can retire at any given time. So the nigga wanted to save his pension and retire, he's still gonna get paid. You know what I mean?
And the people should have held him to his standards though.
You think so?
Listen, yeah, you can retire, we will accept it, but you gotta go through this shit first. Because you retire, what's your accountability? Is it just to get out in front of for the police department? Like,
no, you're gonna save his shit because now you got all these fucking years in, and if something it doesn't go right, you lose everything. So retire and you retain, you keep everything, and then whatever happens after that, fine. You know what I mean? He'll give it another year or two and go working for another police department somewhere else. That's how they do with each other. They just shuffle them up. There's no difference like the church than the Catholic Church. You know what I mean? It's no difference. You know what I mean? They do some fuck shit and then they get shuffled up and sent somewhere else so they can do some fuck shit somewhere else. There's no real difference. You gotta know the game that they play. This is what it is. You know what I mean? Hold on. Oh, God.
You got a good lawyer. Whoever told him to do that shit was like, yeah, you better get out in front of this playboy.
So one of the biggest stories that we really should be talking about is they indicted Trump. They indicted him. You know what I mean? I just want to see the nigga do the perp walk. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. I want to see him do the perp walk. Put the cuffs on him. Make me feel good.
In the back, too.
You know what I mean?
In the back.
Do that shit. Have all the news cameras there. Watch the nigga walk. You know what I mean? Because I think his arraignment is coming up tomorrow or something like that. You know what I mean? Yep. I want to see the nigga do the perp walk. You know what I mean?
And don't let him put the coat over his head. Don't let him fluff that shit. None of that.
Before we get into all these other shit, because there's been a lot of shit going on in the last 2 weeks. You know what I mean? And the problem is we're not really truly paying attention to what's really going on. And I'm gonna say that with a lot of people. A lot of people are more focused on Trump being indicted.
Yes.
They throw the smoke screens at you. Yep. You know what I mean? They know you're gonna get your mind focused on that. You know what I mean? Then the other one was because Megan Thee Stallion did look good in that white shit, throwing out the first pitch. She looked good, but they've been blasting those two things at you, and you're not paying attention what's going on behind the scenes. I need y'all to pay attention. Because China and them on some fuck shit.
You better know it.
You better be prepared and ready and see what they're doing. They're trying to eliminate or take the power away from the U.S. dollar. And fuck the U.S. Niggas is cutting ties and like, yo, fuck that. Do you understand what that would do to the economy? Do you understand what that's going to do?
That man been saying this for 4 years.
He has.
He's been saying it for 4 years.
And now it's here. But instead of you paying attention to the real issue going on, they fucking throw that shit at you. They always do that shit. They throw the fucking, look at Megan Thee Stallion's white and ass in the white pants. She looks so good. You see it? You see that? You know what I mean? Hold on. Let's look at Donald Trump. You know what I mean? We indicted him. Don't pay attention to what's going on behind the scenes. Nigga, open your fucking eyes and pay attention, bro.
They throwing Black China out here who has.
Oh, in other words, she reversed. She changed all. She got everything.
Mad.
She looks amazing, and she does.
However,
That's all smoke screens to keep your mind and your eyes off of the bigger picture, what they doing on the side. I need y'all to motherfucking pay attention. Here come. Free Trump. It's a conspiracy. I rock with Trump. You know what I mean? I'm throwing the bat signal in the air off the early, off the early. You know what I mean?
It says that should be a law. No Leo should be able to retire or resign during pending investigation. They should have to wait until after the findings, but the family needs to take the cowards to civil and
to get their money off of that shit.
Their pension.
You know what I mean? So she said the deal has already been worked out for him not to wear the cuffs. Fuck that.
So G.
No,
See,
baby.
I knew it. I knew they was gonna do
baby,
that.
No, I want to see that nigga. Don't deprive me of that. You know what I mean? Don't deprive me of that.
What's that one?
So
just give it to me.
So Kiki, I was planning on, you know what I mean? Good morning, Slim Goody. I was planning on, I was gonna move to Florida. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, it's coming that time. My kids graduated, time to move to Florida. I'm just gonna chill the rest of my years. But I'm a little worried now. That might have to change. Florida is a different beast. You need to be really worried about this dude, DeSantis. Like, nigga.
And he got a crew behind him, and whatever he decides to spit in the air, that shit happens.
So you have to look at it because Trump started this shit. And that's my opinion. Trump started this shit. He started this crazy rhetoric and made motherfuckers like DeSantis and all them feel it's okay for me to step out there and say what the fuck is on my mind.
Okay, so according to Essence, this is from the desk of Essence. That's because them bitches on Capitol Hill are trying to guerrilla mode China for money because of TikTok. This is Wilma. China has been undercover. They've been building toll roads in Haiti for years and taxing like shit. This is Scooter. The U.S. has itself to blame for that. They spent the last 6 years arguing amongst each other that China has taken advantage of our infighting. We have not passed any legislation since Obama left. Tasha.
What up, Rick?
Ricky?
You know what I mean? Red Bull Ricky. You got from now on, when you see Rick, his name isn't Rick James. It's AKA Rick James. It is Red Bull Ricky.
I want that flavor that he had on his shoulder. I just want to see the mango or whatever.
I've tasted it. It's like strawberry mango. It's very good. I tasted it. You know what I mean? He carries him like a nigga carries guns, like you got holsters on your hip like the police. He carries them on his hip. Pow! You know what I mean? Anytime you see Rick, there's a Red Bull either in his hand or is one not far behind.
I want to tell you. I'm still trying to find this ranch ice cream. I cannot.
You don't need to find it.
I'm still looking for it.
I don't want you to find it.
It's not in my area.
For what? Why? Good. I've seen people that tried that shit. I don't want to try. That shit is disgusting. We're not going to do that. I don't want to. I know what ranch tastes like. I don't want ranch ice cream. Like, so you get vanilla ice cream and you squizzle chocolate on it or butterscotch. What are you putting on ranch ice cream? More ranch?
I need to see.
Oh, Lord.
Because I just need to see.
When you got the bubble guts, don't say I didn't tell you.
We have it.
We
a team.
We a team. I love you. But damn it, nigga.
Logo. You got the new. Come on.
Oh, God. All right.
It's the boat. It's the dream.
It's the dream. Yeah. What is this? A Catalina Wines?
Yeah.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer, damn it. Oh, no. All right.
Ow.
All right, so.
What the Asians doing?
Yeah, we're going to save you Caucasians for last. Asinine Asians antics. Boy, the AAA. You know what I mean?
Yes.
AAA is asinine Asian antics. A Black and Japanese teenager in Japan was pulled away from his classmates during his graduation ceremony because he showed up with cornrows, according to the local reports. An unnamed 18-year-old who has black and curly hair wore braids. He wanted to show up with neat hair to the February ceremony, so he asked his father, a black researcher from New York, about the hairstyle. But his public high school, located in the western prefecture of Hyogo? Was Hyogo? Hyogo? I mean? And said his cornrows were against the rules. Administrators made him sit down on the second floor, segregated from his classmates. Teachers also told him he wasn't allowed to respond when his name was called.
You see this?
So you have a Malaysian, right?
Yep.
He's a Malaysian. You know what I mean? And his hair took from us, and he decided to be cool and have some cornrows so he could do something nice with his hair. And y'all discriminated against him. See, China be on some real other shit. Wherever this is, wherever it is, in Japan, whatever it is, they on some other shit over there.
They talk, they walk, they talk though. I said what the fuck I said.
Yeah.
That's not allowed. And they about their culture. For real, they not even for you culture mixing with them anyway. They don't like that.
Nah.
They don't like that half shit. They not about that.
So what's the funny thing is that I know a lot of Malaysians, you know what I mean? And I think some of the Malaysians women, it's on my checklist, babe. On my checklist. On my checklist, you know what I mean? Nigga, I'm just curious. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was just some racial shit. You Asians, doesn't surprise me. They're very racist. Asians are very racist. I mean, this is what it is.
Can you call it racist when you in my continent, in my area?
But if he was born there, right, and a black man lived there and a Chinese woman lived there and they had a baby, they already know that this kid is Malaysian. They already know they already know about his hair.
You know what?
So what the fuck is the problem?
The parents supposed to know. I'm just devil's advocate. The parents supposed to know when you move here. So what the fuck it is?
Well, they didn't say that. Let's if he did move there, hypothetically. Well, let's say he was born and raised there.
The daddy and the mother who are different races.
Of course.
They made the decision to have a black and Asian.
Oh, they made
baby.
a fuck. They made a fuck and they had a baby. Made a fuck.
In Asia.
Yes.
With this shit. They ain't fucking with this shit.
But okay, so they had a baby and they waiting. So what the fuck? But you live there. This is where your life is.
You see that same very thing? It's like it's unfair.
It's everywhere we go.
It is.
It's everywhere we go. It's just the way the world. It's the way the world is today. You know what I mean?
You gotta know where you're going. You know where you're going.
Yeah, you do. You do.
And they made him, and this shit made the news. No one was able to correct it. No one was able to reverse it. He was not able to attend. He was not able to respond his name. He graduated, but just, you got to do it on the second floor via the satellite television we provided for you.
Yeah.
With your black ass head.
You know what I mean? That's it, nigga. Just watch this shit here. Just listen for your name. But don't run upstairs when you hear your name. Just sit your ass there, nigga. We don't. You know what I mean? That's sad. You know what I mean? But this is the world that we live in today. You know what I mean? Where we're the most hated race around the world. You know what's crazy is I was in the store. I was in a 7-Eleven the other day. You know, a lot of 7-Elevens have what they're like Ethiopians or they're fucking Arabs. Okay. They don't identify as being black. What fucking we got the same color skin, don't we?
Ethiopians are African. So
okay, but we got the same color fucking skin, nigga. It's not like you white. This broad was, you know what I mean? So this dude came in there and was like, yo, he barked on her. You know what I mean? I'm just standing there laughing. Nigga looked at, ain't that right, brother? I was like, man, go ahead, do what you gotta do. But he barked on her because the way she talked to him.
Check this out. Black people, Americans, we so uncouth. We just talk crazy to people. We just disrespect everybody. And
we feel inferior to everybody else, like everybody else is beneath us. You can't have that mindset in this world. You know what I mean?
People in the store is just doing their fucking job. Let the bitch cook your fries. Let the nigga sell you some sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
They got chili lime sunflower seeds now.
Yeah, what?
Chili lime. I'm on it.
Was it some high nigga that came up with that shit? Was it a high nigga? It had to be.
They got pickles now, Taki flavor, and chili lime. I found that shit in Delaware. Bam! Get you some.
All right, I'm gonna go back to this. Okay. I'm going back to this morning. All right, so this is, you know what it is. This is a very light top tier Caucasity. This is very light this morning, y'all. Very light. Airshipped into the prison. He is part of the top tier of the fucking mountain. And even though he's incarcerated, they are shipping him the air from the mountain.
That's the only way he could act like this.
The officer who killed George Floyd pleads guilty in a tax case. The complainants alleged that from 2014 to 2019, Chavez unreported their joint income of $464,433. That's it. That's the post.
The point I'm trying to make with that's it, that's the post.
Okay.
Every single time somebody kill one of our people, we give them the utmost whatever in court. These niggas be crooked as fuck behind doors. Every single time.
Facts.
Every single time.
Facts.
The guy that killed Trayvon Martin, Look at him. Ever since that one day, he ain't shit about this person correct or proper. That's all I want. That's the point I wanted to make.
But they get away with shit like that. That's some top shit. Okay, hold on.
And when they have you in their grasp and their hands in their court, this stuff never comes out. You all come out looking on top.
After the fact.
Yeah.
Always. Yeah, always. See what it is.
Yes.
Pay attention, people. Pay attention. Fucking Florida. You know what I mean? Florida. Florida strikes again. A new bill passed by Florida House could ban all black fraternities, sororities on public college campuses due to their association with diversity, inclusion, and critical race theory. Now, and here's what's crazy about it. I like watching the Daily Show. You know what I mean? The wife got me into watching the Daily Show, and I watch, and since what was his name left, and they have different people coming in. So I've been watching, and some of the shit I've seen. Do you really know these legislators, these people in there that are making the laws? And do you ever really listen to some of them? You would be fucking amazed at who are the powers that be who are sitting there and their thought process. It's unbelievable. The stupidity of some of these people.
The audacity.
There it is.
The audacity.
There is no, as long as you got the people to vote for you,
you in there.
You in there. It doesn't matter what your mindset is or what you're thinking. Like, it's incredible to me that we have these fucking type of, not incredible, it's insane that we have these type of fucking people with this thought process.
And listen, read this again. Read this again. The first little line.
What?
Florida strikes again. A new bill passed.
It's passed.
It's passed.
So did you get that part? It's a bill, but it was passed.
It was passed.
This should let you know when Batman, this is straight to you. If you support Trump, but Trump's his motto was "Make America Great Again," right? And this the fucking biggest question I have: when was America great? Are you talking about when we were slaves? Because if you listen to Florida and other places like that, they trying to reverse us back to that and make us slaves and silence us. You know what I mean? Again. So when you support these people, you support their ideology and their thinking.
Remember when we reported a couple of months back that they tried to pass the bill, that they put it on the table about lynching?
Yes.
And
where was that at?
Squad.
Where was that at? I forgot.
Florida.
Was that Florida? I thought it was another state too that was down with that shit. Somewhere in the deep south.
Tennessee,
you know what I mean?
I think Tennessee was another one.
They were supporting this fucking idea. Mississippi.
Yep.
Right? That are supporting this idea. So when you still see these magma hats or this Make America Great Again, please help me understand, when was America great? Or are they trying to make America great like it was back in the days for them? You know what I mean?
This is why when OT comes on here, he stresses that you should sit in on some of these things. You should go and listen.
Facts.
Do more than just find out who the president is. Listen, these people, they're not hiding it.
They're putting it in broad daylight because they know you were not going to do the research to find this information out. You're not going to go, man, you sit there and you listen to some of these politicians and some of these people, they're fucking, the shit that they spew, you would be like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? To the normal mind, that just sounds like some dumb shit. But to them, they believe this shit. So we worried about fucking Trump being incarcerated and being locked up. That's fun play. But he came out publicly and letting these niggas know it's okay. They're not paying us no mind. We can do what the fuck we want to do. They're not gonna pay us no mind. Throw them some other shit to make them think about other, and we're gonna make America great again. So when you support these dudes, you supporting they fucking thing. And think one motherfucking minute that they care about you because you supported them, help vote them in. Yeah, you gonna be just another nigga that they're gonna tag stamp with a fucking number and call it a day. I'm just saying.
I want to know if we have any Florida residents on here. Anybody on here is from Florida.
Ty.
And I want to know,
what is it like living in Florida?
It's funny, like you just.
It's beautiful weather. Is that you there? But the people, do you really feel the racism there? Do you really feel like some of the thoughts and views that are coming out of Florida? Is that something that you see on a daily basis?
I think, but I heard Tampa. You could feel the racism.
I've heard that.
My homeboy moved from Tampa back to Maryland. He left. He said I couldn't do it. Just it was so low level, that thought process, and you was a nigger. They treated you like a nigger.
You know, to be honest with you, in some places in California, it's the same way.
Cali's like that.
Cali's like that. Cali has that. There's certain places they have that. You a nigger. You know what I mean? You a nigger. You know what I mean? I mean, it's out here. Pay attention, people.
That's true. Like, and this stuff is right here, and I feel like they're using Florida. Florida will be the example. They should separate them. We should go back down.
Yeah, yeah. So like Ty said earlier, you know, Florida needs to fall off the fucking map. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I don't think it's just Florida. I think it's the fucking powers that be. People, we really need to see who we're voting in and what their mindset is, and other people. We just need to pay attention because shit, nigga, before you know it, you know what I mean? We're going to get blown the fuck out of here. I'll probably be dead and gone, but damn it, man. I worry about my kids and my grandkids and all that other shit that got to fucking live this life, you know what I mean? As this world is getting worse and we see it getting worse.
So let's circle this back around because what you did was great. You said, yeah, I'm thinking about moving to Florida. And then you said, I'm going to rethink it because half the people that moved there for the weather, not for shit like that, the treatment, or they don't find some people go, they move to areas, they go find a school and find a neighborhood and see what the shopping is like and see what the area has. People don't do a geographical check. So some people don't even do a political check. So that's great that you said that. So
and for me right now, because I was moving to Florida, you know what I mean? I was planning on moving to Florida when my kids graduated high school. Now I don't know. I don't see that. I don't know. I don't know if I want to subject myself to that type of racism and that type of fucking mindset because my mouth is too fucked up for that. And I'm gonna be getting older, and I'm gonna be in jail. So is it really worth it to me? You know what I mean? Like, nigga, but.
Cornell said, I used to live in Tampa and it's fucked up. And my daughter and her mama left Tampa, left Tampa to move back to Tallahassee.
Yeah, my boy Showtime, and he lives in Florida. You know what I mean? He lives in I think the southern part of Florida. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's just crazy. It's crazy. Okay. Lawsuit sheds light on a radical basis in appraisals for Black and Latino homeowners. Paul Austin and Tanisha Tate Austin alleged that an appraiser undervalued their home by nearly $500,000, $500,000. You know what I mean? They got a higher appraisal after they removed evidence that the Black family lived in the home. So in other words, what they did was, the white dude came in, appraised their home, and this dude got in trouble for this shit too. He got in trouble for this shit. He came in, appraised their home, and motherfucking shortchanged them. And he's been doing this, shortchanging people for the price of their home. So the family felt like, yo, something's fucked up here. This shit ain't right. Let me go get somebody else. And they went and got somebody else, and they got their house appraised for $500,000 more. You know what I mean?
The same house.
Same
house.
Yeah. Same house.
So beware.
Now, if you was a white guy, and white people own the house, they were getting their proper due for their home. But if you was a Black person and he was coming, he was surveying your house and appraising your house, he was shortchanging you like a motherfucker.
I saw that in an episode of The Equalizer, a recent episode.
Really?
Yeah, they.
You talking about Queen Latifah?
Yeah, that episode. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they did. Her aunt was getting. She was.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right.
Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Because this is a true story.
Yeah, I don't know because when you mentioned it, it was kind of like, whoa, okay.
Yeah, we saw. I did watch that on The Equalizer. It did happen.
And the Tates end up suing, and these people are trying to walk it back and apologize and all that old wild shit.
Yeah.
But it's scam season, y'all. So be very careful what you click on. Be careful what calls you take. They said this morning in the area, 500,000 scam calls. People have gotten scammed already for tax season. Yeah. So just be careful. You know, we got used to sending people our stuff and not going in person.
So I'm gonna say this, and I want you to also be careful because like my account got hacked. You know what I mean? And like nigga was trying to get money out of my account, and so Navy Federal was like, "Yo, this is what happened. I had to close my account and then reopen another." So and
they known for that.
You know what I mean? They
scary.
Closed my account and then reopened a new one and set it up and put safeguards around it. But on the same token, the dude was like, "Yo, did you go to a gas station?" I was like, "Yeah, go to a gas station all the time." He was like, "Yo, did you go inside or stay outside?" And he was like, "I was like outside. I just hit the pump." He was like, "Yo, you gotta be mindful of that. That's how they got your information." You know what I mean? He tried to put a freeze on everything. Yeah. Crazy out here, y'all. What you got? What you got for me? What you got for me? What you got for me, Kiki? What you got for me?
People make me sick.
Oh Lord, why did it make you sick?
Did you see the video? Did I see? I think I saw the video of the girl that was Never mind.
Is that bad? Is that bad?
Never mind. I didn't send it in. You have to see it. Yeah, I know you fucking lying news of the day. Let's go here.
Let's go here. I'll let you shut it off. Shut it off.
I know you fucking lying. If you splurge on sea bass or snapper, you may not always be getting what you pay for. Even at the fanciest restaurants and upscale fish markets, aka the wharf, DNA tests showed that about 21% of the fish researchers' samples was not what it was called on the label or the menu.
Mm-hmm.
A fish called swai, S-W-A-I, is being switched when you order more expensive fishes like grouper and catfish. Be careful. This fish is $3. And you know they charge you for grouper $20, upwards of $20, something like that, for grouper and catfish. Y'all gotta be careful. These people have ordered these fish and tasted it and said it didn't taste right. They kept calling the news, and they came in and did a DNA test on the fish that they had. It wasn't the fish that they ordered.
So, and it was a lot of restaurants.
A lot of upscale restaurants. A lot of
that are serving you stuff, so we don't know the difference.
Damn, this is why you can't do nothing.
Niggas is scamming. Everything is a scam in this world. I mean, and they got exposed for that. You know, and they were saying some of the lower level places you go to are really giving you what you asking for, what you buying. You know what I mean? You just gotta be mindful. You gotta be careful and think about this before you get out there. Just know that, you know what I mean? If you don't know the taste of certain seafood or the texture of it, you're not gonna know. You know what I mean? Like for me, I love chili and sea bass. Chili and sea bass is my fucking favorite. Like I love
That's why you get shellfish.
That's why you get shellfish?
Yes.
You can't disguise shellfish.
You can't disguise that. That's why you get shrimp, lobster, crabs.
Yeah, you know what I mean? With scallops, can you do that with scallops too? All right.
Well, it looks like we mad at NYPD. They got blasted for lowering their standards to try to recruit more women. They said policing is gender neutral. The department grappling with fallout from its largest staff exit since 9/11. They no longer require, so if you want to be a police in New York, get busy. They no longer require recruits to run 1.5 miles in 14 minutes and 21 seconds, and still and will instead rely on a multi-step physical course test that needs to be completed in nearly 4.5 minutes. They nixing the requirement because it may hold some women back from joining the force. Thinking that the fact that they tried to blame it on women being incapable of passing this is insane, because when I went through the academy, she said we had to do the 1.5 mile run the same as the men. So if you're thinking about joining New York NYPD, they're going soft on you. So get busy.
Get in there.
The whole time they willing to do this, but they still allowing the transgender people to race with same gender.
Okay.
So just we contradictory. Just
very, very much so.
The fuck it
very
is.
much so. And you wonder why the rest of the world is just like, fuck this place. We can move on without it.
Speaking of that,
the
anti-drag bill, which bans public drag shows, passed in Tennessee and in Georgia. A bill passed that will prohibit gender-conforming procedures and HRTs for those under 18. Tennessee also passed the bill completely cutting marriage equality, meaning it could allow county clerks to deny marriage licenses to same-sex, interfaith, or interracial couples. That's coming too. So that's a lot of power to give one man.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
They getting ready to tell you who you can and can't marry? But listen, we said this back in the day, though, when Obama signed off on gay marriages and people were saying, oh, it's all right. Y'all better be careful because it could be your right next. It's coming. You can't. They're going to have the power to tell you, no, Tone, you're Catholic and I'm Baptist. No.
So it was already coming,
yes.
Right? This thought process was already coming when overturned Roe versus Wade.
Yes.
Everything else, and we said this when they did that.
Yep.
Everything else is up for grabs now. Nothing is safe, and they're going to go after everything. So don't be. I'm sitting here and I'm not surprised at all. I'm like, okay, keep coming. Yeah.
Interfaith and interracial couples. The clerk at the desk can be like, nah, bruh, can't let you do it.
Oh.
Okay. Here's some other little news real quick. After deputies tried to serve an eviction notice, Ohio mom kills her mother, her son, and her father before turning the gun on herself. She shot her daughter, but the daughter survived. Come to find out, I guess the mom wasn't paying the bills and didn't want everybody in the house to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just don't even know if I wanted to touch that. I don't even want to. It's just very it's sad to me, and a lot of people in this world are going through that, and that's what they feel they need to resort to. You know what I mean? That's what they feel they need to resort to. So why even bother having kids? Why even bother going through all of that shit if that is going to be your end result? Fuck out of here. I mean,
speaking of, look at the school shootings.
School shootings. You know what I mean? That was a transgender.
That's it.
It was a transgender
who went to that school before, didn't have no friends, was hanging out, felt some type of way. You killed some children, bitch.
I mean, it's a thought. That's the thought process of, you know what
I mean? What the fuck news of the day?
Please give me some more.
Out of 23 schools in Baltimore, not one student is proficient in math.
Thank you. It's the new math. Why do we have new math? Why do we have what was wrong with the old math? Was it outdated? Was it wrong? What was wrong with it?
To me, you arrived at the answer. So when I'm doing it, my kids is like, nah, ma, that ain't it.
Nigga.
Did we get the same answer?
If we got the same answer, what the fuck does it matter? What is up with this new math? You know what I mean? But
through an analysis of 150 Baltimore City schools, 23 of them, including 10 high schools, 8 elementary schools, and 3 high schools, and 2 middle schools, no students met math grade level expectations.
Ain't that some shit?
Basically, sending your kids to school to get babysat for the day.
Just pretty much, you know what I mean? And that's sad to say. That's not what you said. But that's not national news. That's not something that's bringing attention and holding people accountable and holding these teachers and everything accountable for. Like, bruh, you know what I mean? But
whose fault is that though? The teachers or the kids? Whose fault is that, Tone?
I think it's
Coffee Mate.
Go ahead, Coffee Mate.
I'm asking both of y'all. Whose fault is
I'll
that?
let him go first.
Okay.
All right. Officially, it's the education board.
How so?
They signed off for this shit. They're the ones who set up the curriculums, the getting the books that these students need and all that stuff. They provided the architect of what they believe that students need. Then you add on to the people who voted these, the school board.
Okay.
Here's the reason why. Not many. Now, again, I don't know if you've ever been to a education board debate. No one has, because barely anyone shows up. So the amount of people who complain about the education do not show up to the education board's meetings or any debates whenever there's elections. They don't show up. They'll complain, and the only people who complain is the grandparents of these students, pretty much.
Okay.
So really, it's yes, it is the education board based off of how it's set up, and then you get into those who vote these people in who do not know. They just check off of somebody that they feel is okay to monitor kids. Whenever I vote here, where I vote in Montgomery County. And Maryland folks for outside, beyond the Beltway. Okay. There were certain people who I've seen who've been on the board for over 20 years.
Yes.
I was voting them out. Because it's like, no, you cannot keep having the same people in there, even though they've done good job, done great work for these whatever X amount of years. But it's like, you can't, no nation cannot survive with the same people in power.
Facts.
So what should be
Facts.
the ceiling, like in years? What should be a ceiling for those?
No
spots,
more
you
than
think?
10 years. No more than
I think
a
that's
decade.
I think that's a lot too.
No, it's not.
You don't think that is a lot?
You gotta
because
undo
here's
what
the-
was done and then implement what
Yes.
you want to make it to see that
Right.
it works.
But in 10 years?
10 years.
8 to 10. I mean, you got to.
What's wrong with 5 years? What's wrong with 5 years?
5 years. With the first 5 years, you're pretty much building up a foundation to do what you need to do. And then in addition to that, you're campaigning at the same time to stay in that seat. If you can't do anything after the first term, then what is the point of you being there? That's why everyone complains about how is it you have a president who can only be there for 2 terms, and you got senators being in there for life. People who have died in office. Everyone knows that this person died in office. So that's why they have quote unquote special elections to bring in another person, because a person died in office. If you can't get your work done within between an 8 and 10 year time span, what is the point?
Well, see, now and the reason why I have a problem with that 8 to 10 year time frame, because when you talk about a sitting president, his term is 4 years. He has to get what he has to get done in 4 years.
No. Here's what you do. This is the perfect example. So when Obama got into office, he had to clean up whatever W had to fix up. Then on top of that, set up what he needed to do. And then on top of that, had to deal with a Republican head Congress dealing with his bullshit. So within those 8 years, the first 4 was cleanup work.
That's what I was saying.
Now, same is going in now. Biden's first 4 years, he has to clean up Trump's bullshit. And then on top of that, deal with now with the current Republican-led Congress, but even though he has a Democratic Senate, but still it's off balance.
Yeah.
But the thing is the fact is like he has to deal with a lot of this craziness that he has to deal with. And on top of that, still, he has to campaign within next, I believe, 6 months to set up to try to him to campaign to run for president again.
I can see that, because it's not 100% just being the president. Like it's like you said, that cleanup time has to happen. You have to find out what worked and what didn't. Come up with what you want to implement, and then implement that.
But as you coming in office, don't you already know what you want to implement, or do you make this? Are you making this up once you get in office?
No. The thing is, the way everything is set up is the thing is everything's set up. Whatever the prior administration has done has already been implemented. You have to whenever you're in office, you have to switch everything up, present it, hopefully it will pass, blah, blah, blah. And then once it passes, or if it does, it has to be, then once it's implemented, it takes another couple of years to see its results.
Yes.
That's why it is ridiculously time consuming.
Okay.
And where you actually have to wait on a lot of bills and a lot of things that needs to be passed. Now, based off, let's say, Florida with their, banning of the fraternity things and all that stuff, that was bullet rush. Why? Because you have a Republican governor and you have a Republican, state house. That's why they bully rush those things, because that's how they feel, and they figure it's like, oh, we can get this done, legitimately. Sad thing is though, is like after there were the high school shooting several years ago, they could not. I don't know why to implement a gun ban.
No.
What was their main priority at the time after that shooting? Was trying to ban porn.
Remember that.
It was ridiculous. It's like you just had a school shooting near your area, but no, you're concerned about porn?
You think that we should ban guns?
My thing is not banning guns. It is the simple fact is like regulation, proper high-end regulation. And for some odd reason, when you say that, you go into a crazy, gun nut and they'll say it's like, oh, they're taking my guns away. And it's like, at what point in time has Obama said, or Biden said, or Kamala has said that we're taking away your guns? We're saying it's like we have to restrict certain things to make it more difficult for people to purchase them. That is the point. And go ahead.
And those bans and those restrictions are not in place. There's a lot of places, I think we reported on it, a lot of places you don't need anything except to walk in there with your money.
Right. That with the woman who recently did the gun shooting, she bought 7.
She did.
And it's like, and I believe in
with a history, with a psych history.
Right. So the thing is, it's like, you know, as you can walk in, have your proper legit ID, and the thing is, it's like, it's not just a gun stores that really have more restrictions than you would at a gun show. The gun shows, they really don't have proper timing. It's just like, hey, because their main objective is to sell these guns off, and it's mostly figured it's like it's collections, which is not. So again, and on top of that, you have all these lobbyists. Of course, everyone will start with the NRA.
I was going to say that.
But the thing is, like, the NRA, to fully be honest, the NRA really hasn't done much because you really haven't heard much from them because they're going broke.
Well, listen, if you wanna get them off of all this black shit, talk about banning guns again. Talk about obliterating the NRA. They're gonna come out.
No, to be fully honest, if what really needs to be done, one, let's say this, it's the whole trifecta of government. You can't have one-time limit for a presidency, executive office, and then have judicial and legislation to be on a different timetable. You have judicial, it's life. You're in Supreme Court for life. That makes no sense.
So who presents that? Because it's been spoken about before. Who presents that and say, fuck this? No, it's too long.
Initially, it should start off with the president stating, but then everyone will say it's like, oh, the president, he just wants to change everything, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, he wants to present the fact. It's like, hey, we need some proper changes. You cannot continue doing you can't keep doing business the way they're doing. And the thing is like everyone was complaining about how Europe or any other rest of the nations, how they're doing. And it feels like, oh, we're not them. We're better than them. It's like, no, they're better than us because based on the fact that they've done certain changes to way how they govern. And if you do not see that, you see how striving they are compared to us.
Well, I think let's go back to this. The not being proficient in math.
But it all ties in.
It all ties in there because math. Let's say this: the new math. I had to. It was a joke during the weekend. I was playing a game where the commentator ended up saying the score was 10-8, so the team was down by 2. He ends up saying it's like, okay, the losing team, and they end up losing, but they scored a goal to bring it down to 1. The commentator ends up saying, oh, they cut the deficit in half. And I'm like, wait, they cut it down to 1. It's not 5. It's because when you hear it, it's like cutting the deficit half of 10 is 5. So, but again, new math, old English doesn't mix. So for a lot of people, they have to realize the fact that, for some odd reason, some educator realized the fact that this old math isn't working. But then again, it's like, how wasn't it working for you?
Mm-hmm.
Or because it worked for everybody else up to that point.
I think it's all the scratch paper.
Obviously.
But I can do it because most of the calculations I can do in my head.
You can, because it was
easy.
My mother did it, your mother did it, her mother did it.
But they want you to write it down on paper. They want to see
just write it on paper. They want
how did you come up with this answer? I thought it right here. I got it. Am I right or wrong? If I'm right, then shut the fuck up. Let's move on.
And then you add drugs to this mix. You add the drugs to the mix with the kids. I'm saying, because we can blame the system too. But then you add drugs into the mix. You add the fact that your 14-year-old is high all day.
So wait. You can do that. But when you're talking about the whole Baltimore County school system, that means every fucking child is below. So yeah, you could say, oh, the drugs, they're getting high and they're partying, but not all kids are doing this.
I'm not saying
so when all kids are behind,
to add that to, I'm just saying to boot.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well,
and that's why I'm doing drugs, because I'm failing math.
But I mean, for years, I think the Baltimore County school system has been problematic in general. So I've been hearing for years how their school system has, I mean, it's top among all the counties in Maryland. It is roughly top 5, but somehow they still have problems. So the way I see it, I think it's again, who the individuals are, how they accept certain things based off of how they read, how they write, and all that stuff. So really, and then on top of that, the whole essence of if you want to go the political side, kids having kids and all that stuff, and the parents who they probably didn't understand math then probably don't understand math now. So except 2 + 2 gives them 5 kids.
This is some dumb shit.
All right.
I gotta change it up real quick.
All right.
Just do some dumb shit.
All right.
2 VA men, 2 dudes from Virginia. 2 dudes from Virginia. They escaped from jail using a toothbrush to dig a tunnel out their cell, right? Just so they can go to IHOP and get arrested again. You dug out of jail. I want to hear the conversation that you sitting in the cell. I'm sitting in the cell and I'm like, man, I could really go for a fucking stack of pancakes right now. Them joints be banging. For real though, yeah. Fuck it, nigga. Let's get up out of here and go get some of them joints. Now it took you time to get out of there. So every night y'all having that conversation, I could just taste them pancakes.
Give me your toothbrush.
Nigga, yeah, let's just dig the fuck out of here. You dig and get out and go straight to IHOP. Where they had the money?
You big dummy.
Because listen, at the end of the day, you can order first without paying.
You okay?
You can order first without paying.
They're criminals anyway.
Because if you could dig it to us,
You didn't think it was.
You could dig out of jail with a toothbrush. You could dine and dash. Fuck that.
Yes. But you got caught in that. With pancakes and the bacon and eggs.
That serious. It was that serious.
It was, bruh. You know what I mean? I couldn't believe that shit. I just couldn't believe that shit, bro. That right there was unbelievable. Unbelievable. You know what I mean? What was this? Okay, so let me give you more backside on this story. Right? Let me give you more backside on this story. Hold on. John M. Garza, 37, and Arlie V. Nemo, 43, were found to be missing from their cell Monday around 7:15 p.m., according to the sheriff's office. The 2 were apprehended in the city of Hampton early Tuesday morning at an IHOP location 7 miles from the Newport News jail. An investigation was conducted in which was determined that the men took advantage of the construction design weakness by using primitive-made tools constructed from a toothbrush and a metal object that helped them gain access to untied rebars between the wall.
Hey.
37 and 43. And you down and so see, here's what I'm looking at these names.
Garza.
Garza.
Spanish.
You think he's Spanish? Because Spanish people dig tunnels now.
He's
I'm
Spanish.
not being.
El Chapo did it.
They did it
twice.
They was like, "Yo, we could do a Chapo move and go hit the IHOP, nigga."
El Chapo twice.
Bro, I ain't making this shit up. You made a little shovel, and it took a while for y'all to do that. How long have y'all been plotting this? Because you just couldn't do this shit right away. You dug out, and the nigga, what I start thinking of is the great, what was that, the Great Redemption? What was that fucking,
no, Shawshank.
The Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, Shawshank.
Where old boy dug a hole and every day walked through the yard and dumped the dirt in the yard. Yeah. Is this what these niggas did? What did you do?
I got time. What else am I doing?
You ain't got nothing but time on your hands.
And if you got an infrastructure issue, thank you. If
you exposed it, they're gonna fix it.
So somebody else, it won't happen twice.
They're gonna fix it. You know what I mean? But niggas, y'all got out and y'all went to the IHOP. I'm just stuck on that. I'm sorry. Nigga, you gonna go, I'm free. Nigga, I'm getting the fuck away from here. I'm whatever. I am gone. And you niggas stay together. Once I get out, nigga, you go your way, I go my way. We ain't gotta see each other.
Act like you don't know me, nigga.
I don't know.
It might have been that. It might have been that one syrup that I like, the butter pecan syrup. That's what it is.
Yo, so here's my
that
thing.
Shit
How
else.
did they know that these niggas made it to the IHOP? And I'm gonna give you my scenario. What kind of jail was this? Were they in jail uniform? You know what I mean? Like, you know, they got to wear certain shit in jail. And you just walked in there and maybe the people at IHOP was a little suspicious, like
they got dirt and plaster all over this.
Something not right. You know what I mean? It was the late night. Why would you be what happened? Did somebody call? I want to really know how they got found at the IHOP. Then the next question, like, did they get to eat the IHOP?
I hope so.
I hope the fuck they got to eat first.
They shovel out.
You know what I mean?
For a whole 2 months with a spoon, with a toothbrush and a metal something.
Yo, so caught. Belinda said they wanted that famous patty melt. You know what I mean? Like, damn it, dog. You know what I mean? I'm just saying at this point, man, make it make sense for me because I don't understand. You just went and caught 7 more years, right? On whatever charge you had for some IHOP. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Okay.
Target is selling fake gift cards.
They are?
Be careful. Yep.
I never buy no fucking gift cards.
Target got caught up selling Apple the what you call it cards.
So where was the money going?
No, what they did, they would purchase the card and they would take the thing off, replace it with a fake card and send it back. So the card wouldn't work. You get it. You're gonna pay, you buy your Apple card, you buy whatever card, you $50 and all that shit, and it don't work.
Okay.
So it's somebody that was working at the store that was doing it, but it's global. It's not just one store.
Wow.
So they got a lawsuit.
Well, so you talk about global, you know what I mean? Criminal shit. Okay, so hold on. Let's not talk about the mother. Let's talk about the bitch. Where's she at in California? What position? Help me out there, Coffee Meat. The fucking broad that was in office was some type of police that got caught up in the drug smuggling ring.
The police officer?
No, okay, so it's a white lady. Hold on, y'all. You know what I mean? Because I be watching shit. I be sitting there watching shit. You know what I mean? And I thought for a minute I sent it to Kiki. But I did see it. Hold on, dude. I just sent that to me. Because it was a white lady, right? Yes. California police, a police union, California police director arrested on charges of tracking fentanyl. She's white. She's from the mountains.
How did she get caught then? She's white.
I didn't get to read. I didn't get to get into the whole fucking thing. But I'll be able to report back to y'all next week with full details. Yes. But yeah, this is a police broad. You know what I mean? The union director got caught. The world we live in.
Okay, I got questions.
What's up? What's your questions? I got answers. I don't know if you're gonna like my answers, but I got answers.
Do you think there's a bounty on rich you, like a bounty on you if you have money? I think it's a bounty on you.
What do you mean?
Meaning,
like
all of a sudden, Real Talk Uncensored blow up, which it will, and now you making all this money, and people gonna go back and look like try to do the RICO law, try to go back in your past to try to find shit to like bring you down. I mean, I'm just saying, like now, it is evident. Everybody that we know that's making it, I feel like it's a bounty on them. I feel like they're targeted. Like it used to be.
Here's my thing: if you get to that successful level and you're making it, you better make sure that your backyard is clean. I mean, because if not, somebody's going to expose it and they're going to take you down. This is what it is.
That deter people from making money.
Nah,
if there's
that's
a
not
bounty
going to deter
on
nobody. That's going to deter you from making money. You made some mistakes in your past, right? You made some mistakes in your past, and your shit ain't all peachy and cream. You know what I mean? That's not going to stop you from keep pushing forward.
Well, the consequences are higher now. If I fuck with you hard body and I realize, oh, Tone used to smash mosquitoes, and I'm against smashing mosquitoes, and then cancel culture comes, like this is deterring some people from trying to make it to their goal because they got a pass.
Okay.
And it was a poll that was taken that people are afraid to be at their highest level of success because they pass ain't clean.
Well, I kind of see that because, you know what I mean, shit that happened to me 30 years ago, I'm still being looked at today for, or being held accountable for shit that I did 30 years ago or 30 plus years ago or whatever, 30 plus years ago. You know what I mean? And I'm being held accountable, and people still look at it today. And I'm like, that's amazing because I'm not the same fucking person I was when I was in my teenage years or my 20s and my early. I'm not the same person, but you still get held accountable for that shit. Like, yo, prime example. I applied for this job at UPS, right? Got through everything, and UPS denied me because of my criminal history some 35 years ago. And I was just like, wow, are you fucking serious? Okay. So, I want to do a couple of Did You Know. Do you mind?
I don't mind.
Do you mind? You know, we like to inform y'all with information that doesn't normally, that you just don't think of. And we try to give you some shit that we found out about, and we want to share that with you know. And some of the shit you might not really want to know, but we feel the need to report this information to you.
You know?
Did you know? Sex is a natural antihistamine. It can unblock a runny nose. It can help you out. Yeah.
Give you one too.
Yeah.
Just so I've heard.
Well, can give you a runny nose?
Yes.
Sex. Really?
So I've heard.
So you heard. Enlighten me, please, because I didn't know that it can give you a runny nose. It can? If it give you that means something wasn't right. You know what I mean?
Did you know a male's testicles hang at different lengths so that they don't collide when they're running or sitting? I don't have testicles, so I didn't know that. Did you know that?
I got testicles.
I mean, did you know that was the reason why one of them hung lower?
I didn't realize that. I never really paid that attention to it. Why they just hang there. They've been hanging there.
They knock each other?
They're not like click clacks, Kiki. Not like click clacks, dog. You're like, nah, nigga.
Are they? Listen. Okay.
Yeah. They just be there. The boys, the pebbles be there.
See, because I'm wondering, like, you 50 now, so I'm trying to feel like the skin
I'm
in
49
between. You're
and
49
a half.
and a half, and the skin in between them is stretching, so are they still?
They go through their moments. If they're cold, they shrivel up. They don't like the cold.
Do you get more skin? Like, your shit in the toilet? Yeah, you know, always gotta ask. No. Are they separate or they still kind of hanging together?
They do their own thing. How about I go home and investigate and report back?
Please, I just want to know because
report back.
You're gonna add to the Did You Know?
We're going to add to the Did You Know, fellas. Examine your balls. Give Kiki the information she's looking for. Did you know?
Okay.
The fear of being without your cell phone is called nomophobia, and is it an actual thing? It's an actual thing.
I suffer from that.
Okay.
Did you know that otters can get herpes? Don't know how. I don't know if you should you.
What?
How would the otter?
Is it?
You know
you
what?
You damn mountain dwellers. Ain't nothing safe for y'all. Ain't nothing sacred.
No, they get it from each other, I think.
Let's
hope that they get it from each other.
Give it to the otters with it. Herpes.
Because herpes exists in otters. They don't use condoms all the time. We don't want to know how her.
No. Okay. Did you know turtles breathe through their anus? Did you know? Oh, there's so much fucked up shit about that. Like they breathe through their anus. They don't have a nose. Does anybody have a pet turtle? I want to see if a turtle has a nose. I need to understand this, bro. How do you breathe through their asshole?
They got two things that's there.
Well, they don't breathe through those?
They breathe. Unless the anus is up front.
Okay.
Learn something new every day.
Okay.
Did you know that more than 30 African countries, including Uganda, already ban safe-sex relations? The new law appears to be the first to outlaw merely identifying as lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer.
Did not know that. Okay. I didn't know. So hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know our fingers prune after being in water for an extended amount of time because the prune gives you a better grip underwater? Thank you, Jesus.
Thought of everything.
He thought of it. Would have never thought of that. You know what I mean? Never thought of that. Why that was.
Did you know
that
lioness have sex 20 to 40 times a day when they are in heat? And if her man can't keep up with her, she demands to mate by biting his balls. Did you know? You know some lionesses. I'm gonna be a lioness.
So
mad.
you mean to tell me?
I ain't mad, sis. Whatever it takes.
So you mean to tell me? How is that making him want to have sex with you and you biting his motherfucking balls? Nigga, that shit hurts.
I'm not having
You
it.
can't bite a nigga balls, Kiki. Nigga just can't go no. You can't bite a nigga balls, nigga. That's.
I'm in heat. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh God! Did you know oral sex was illegal in Canada until 1969? Did you know that? I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
So it's legal now?
I get, yeah.
Okay.
It's 2023. I think so. Did
Okay.
you know?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Polyandry women with 2 husbands. That's a thing. And it's still practiced in Tibet, China, and Nepal. So the woman can take 2 husbands.
How many of these motherfuckers about to pack up and go to Tibet? Tibet colder than the motherfucker, Slim.
It's cold. Would you be in a polyandrous relationship? Would you be one of 2 husbands?
Nah, nigga. Nah.
Why not?
Nah. I'm a man's man. I can't do that. I'm a man's man. Nigga, what the fuck? Nah. What the fuck? Hell no. Now, see, here is where it becomes hypocritical. And you like, Tone, you fucked up for that. Yeah. I don't care.
Because a threesome is 2 men and a woman.
It's 2 women and a man.
It's not.
In my book, it is.
I don't care how you looking at me, coffee mate. I don't
Thank
care.
you, coffee mate. Can you help? Because
I don't care. A threesome is 2 men and a woman.
No.
Yes.
It is okay. I interpret this. There's an angelic threesome and a devil threesome.
What?
Angelic, 1 dude, 2 women. Devil, 2 men, 1 woman. So that's how it's interpreted.
How is
as
any
much
of that
as
shit
many
angelic?
guys will, and many of you guys, guys who are commenting, were always saying, "Oh, that's not a threesome, that's a train," and all stuff. No, it's a threesome. 3 people are having sex. Okay. Now, it doesn't matter if streams are crossed or not. It's 3 people having sex. Done.
It is. So Grace said that she's moving to Nepal.
She's going to Nepal.
She's going to Nepal. Y'all going to Nepal. You know what I mean? So
Grace, pack up.
So K Love says, it's a few folks out here, breath smell like they breathe through their anus.
You gotta, my friend's a turtle.
That's gonna be the new thing. Nigga, shits don't smell right. You a turtle, ain't you? You a turtle. You got turtle in your blood. All right.
Did you know the symbol that we call the pound sign is actually called an octothorpe?
An octothorpe?
Yep. Pound sign. I don't know how we translated or interpreted octothorpe and shortened it to pound sign, but all right.
Hey. Those are just some did you knows that we thought you should know. You know, we try to do those every week, you know what I mean, to you know what I mean, enlighten you. Enlightenment.
Can we try a new segment?
What's up? We got a new segment? Can we do this new segment?
It's called Would You Rather? And you just answer it on the page 6.
Okay.
You just answer it depending on how you receive or perceive the question.
Okay.
Black or white?
Black.
Big wedding or big reception?
Big reception.
Eat out or cook?
Cook.
Really? Shocked to hear.
Right. No.
I know you like to eat out.
I love to eat out, but I prefer a home cooked meal. But I don't like going out every now and then eating out. Speaking of eating out, there's this little restaurant on Richmond Highway called the Crab Cab.
Yep.
Right?
That's what you sent me.
And yeah, I went to the Crab Cab. It's very small, very, you know what I mean? But the food was amazing. The fucking egg rolls, the seafood egg rolls, nigga, make you want to smack your mama. The food was on point. Like, nigga, it wasn't fucked up. The food was on point. The drinks was on point. They got a little bar in there and everything.
Crab Cab.
The Crab Cab. It's next to the Krispy Kreme on Richmond Highway. It's right next to the Krispy Kreme on Richmond Highway. Very small spot. But yo, go check it out. They got a happy hour, everything in there. Yo, I definitely tell you to go there. That's a good spot to eat some seafood.
Hey, Lene. Okay, glasses or contacts?
Glasses.
Cowboys or Indians?
Indians.
Why?
Cowboy. I don't know. Cowboy. What do you mean cowboys or Indians?
However you perceive the question.
I'll change. I'll say Cowboys.
Okay.
I just don't want to say Cowboys because you know why.
PlayStation or Xbox?
No, I'm gonna go back and say Indians. Fuck that. Redskin.
I
Indian.
knew it. Look,
Redskin,
I'm trying to pass it up. I said he said it. It's
Indian,
on tape.
Indian.
You heard it?
All right, so what'd you say? PlayStation?
PlayStation or Xbox?
Xbox.
Pepsi or Coke?
Pepsi.
In person or online?
In person.
Miami or Vegas?
Vegas.
Dog or cat?
Dog.
Thought I'd throw that in there.
What would you rather?
Black.
Yours black or white? You choosing black?
Yes.
Big wedding or big reception?
Big reception.
Eat out or cook?
Cook.
Glasses or contacts?
I'm gonna say glasses because I wear them now.
Okay. Cowboys or Indians?
Cowboy.
Of course. PlayStation or Xbox?
Xbox.
Netflix and chill or outside?
Inside. Netflix.
Netflix. I would, yeah. Or tea?
Coffee.
Tea.
For you?
Tea.
Really?
Yeah.
Every time?
Yeah. It'll be every time. I'm not a coffee drinker. I mean, I feel like coffee, if I drink a coffee, it's because I'm constipated and I can't shit. Drink a cup of coffee, boy, we on and flowing.
I take coffee because tea is light. Like coffee it's heavier. It's got a body to it.
Yeah.
Tea is light. Now I like that when I'm sick.
Yeah, I love tea. So, you know what I mean? I like toffee. You know what toffee is.
Yeah.
Y'all know what toffee is? If y'all don't know what toffee is, I like
coffee.
milk. Yeah, I like milk in my tea. You know what I mean? My grandma used to do that for me as a kid. You know what I mean? Pepsi or Coke?
Coke? Did you say Pepsi?
I said Pepsi.
Coke. Pepsi. Too sweet. Too fucking sweet.
It's not.
Coke is stronger too.
Coke is better. Yeah,
Stronger.
I like Hennessy and Coke. I don't like Hennessy and Pepsi. That's
Why
not
not?
gonna work. It's
Why
not gonna
not?
work. It's not gonna work.
Why
It's not gonna
not?
work.
Tell me
Coke
why
is
not.
Coke is good for mixing certain drinks. You know what I mean? You
Why
get
would
rum and
you?
Coke.
Why would
get
you
rum and
mix
Coke because
Pepsi?
that's what I use Coke for. I will not drink Coke no other way unless I'm mixing it with my
Why
liquor.
wouldn't you use Pepsi and rum? Just
It
tell me why.
doesn't taste right. It doesn't taste right.
Pepsi
Now, if I had to
sweet.
drink a soda and I had to drink, I would drink a Pepsi.
So to me, you like the sugar.
It's sugar and Coke.
But it's not. No, you. The reason why you like Coke because you get more of the soda part than the sugar part in Coke when your drinks.
You know what? Next time I'm going to try a Pepsi and Hennessy and see how that works out. Just 'cause.
Let me know, and you got to record it.
Yeah,
So
I'll do it here. I'll do it here.
Say less.
I will do it here.
Ranch ice cream.
No, stop sticking the ranch ice cream in there. No.
I just can't do Pepsi, bro.
In person or online?
I like in person. I'm old.
Miami or Vegas?
Miami.
Dog or cat?
Only because we outside.
Yeah.
Cat.
Cat? Oh, no.
Cat.
Fuck them cats.
Cats,
Cats are
they
disgusting
on
little
autopilot.
beasts.
They're on
They're just-
autopilot.
Huh?
They're
Cat is a
they're
disgusting
independent.
beast.
They're
man.
independent.
Ooh. If you're a cat person, I don't know what's wrong with you. Cats are disgusting. Ugh, I hate cats. You know what I
Don't
mean?
say that.
I hate cats. I do. I hate cats with passion. You know what I mean? All right.
So when you look at the moves,
Huh?
what do you look for in the neighborhood now versus your younger self?
Quality of the neighborhood, what my neighbors, what the demographic of my neighborhood is. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, even though Ty asked a quick one.
She said,
Oatmeal or grits?
grits with sugar.
Yes.
I mean, grits
with
without
sugar.
No,
grits with sugar. You
butter
said it
and
right.
salt.
You said it right. Grits with
butter and
sugar.
salt.
Yes. You know what I mean? They have to be made a certain way, but grits.
But let's be clear, Ty.
I like oatmeal too, though.
But let's be clear, Ty. Oatmeal is a complete meal. Grits is an addition. It's a side. I can't. You just don't get a bowl of grits and go.
Why
to
can't
town.
you?
No. I can't.
You can't.
Grits have to be with eggs and bacon and toast.
DJ, you saying Hennessy and Pepsi would change my life? I'm going to try it, brother, because if DJ recommended it, then I know it's going to be good. I'm going to try it. DJ recommended it. I already know what time it is with DJ. That's a drinking motherfucker. He knows what time it is. You know what I mean? All right. So if you ask me about the neighborhood, like now, my younger days, I didn't mind living in the hood and being around my peoples like that because that was my mindset at that time. Now, as I change and I get older, nigga, I want to live around the fucking sub-dwelling mountain dwellers.
That's what the question is. Like, you prefer your neighbors to be black or white?
Now, there's a difference between black and there's a difference between black. There's levels of blackness, right? You got niggas, and then you got black folk. You got niggas. I don't want to live with the niggas. It's nothing personal. I don't want to live with niggas.
Why?
Because niggas do trifling shit. You can't have good shit when you live around good. You can't have good shit when you live around niggas. You know what I mean? Niggas live foul. Their neighborhood looks disgusting. You know what I mean? It's just fucked up when you live with niggas. Now, black folk, they don't live like this. In my neighborhood, I got black folk. I got black folk that live around there. You know what I mean? And they want to upkeep the look of their house, and they want to make sure that it's nice and it's cool. You speak to them, everybody's cool. Everybody. I got a white neighbor. My white neighbor's cool as shit. You know what I mean? Mountain dwellers, but they're cool as shit. We have an understanding. You know what I mean? I feel safe at night. I can fucking leave my keys in my car. I've left my car door open. Literally one night I left. I went to get something out the truck. I left the door open. Didn't even close the door. Left the door wide open. Went in the house. Forgot all about it. Came down in the morning. Truck still open. Shit still inside the truck.
Okay, so
you can't do that with niggas.
So let's split hairs further. Black folk or white folk? You said it's a difference between niggas and black folk.
Yeah.
Black folks or white folk? For your neighborhood to be black folk or white folk?
I want a mixture. I want a mixture. I want to be in that type of neighborhood where I have, like the neighborhood I live in now, I have black folk. And then I also, it's a lot of white folk, but there are black folk in there.
I have not one white person on my block.
Really?
Not one.
Are they all niggas?
It's some
or Hispanics.
It's some niggas. But it's all black folk.
Okay. Because like I have some Hispanics.
We got some niggas.
So I have some Hispanics that live there, you know what I mean? And it's not like the Hispanics that fucking have 100,000 people living in one house. No, you got Hispanic, my neighbor's Hispanic.
Corey is right. Corey said niggas come in all colors, sadly.
Unfortunately, you're fucking right. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna live with the white people that aren't nigga. They don't qualify as niggas.
Coffee.
I live in Stafford. I live in Hampton Oaks.
Oaks sounds like.
You know what I mean? It's a nice, quiet neighborhood. You know what I mean? I got niggas. I got kids. Black folk. They got kids, and you know what I mean? Yeah, my dogs bark at them. I got people all around me. I got black folks in that corner, white lady there, black and white couple over there, white people over there. Yeah, I'm surrounded. White people across the street, Hispanic lady over there. You know what I mean? I'm surrounded by different nice. You know what I mean? So I'm cool with that. And everybody is cool. You know what I mean? I have to survey the area before I move there. I just can't be like, oh shit, that rent looks good. Let me go ahead and move there. Nah, nigga, I gotta go over there and go find where I'm comfortable at. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'd rather be in that shit. So, like, prime example, Adrene. Hey, Adrene, that's the winner. Adrene Simone is definitely the winner of the contest. Thank you for, since you're on here, we want to thank you for the new logo of Real Talk Uncensored. You know what I mean?
She showed up?
She showed up. She's on here. She said she wants to live around the white folk.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
People said a mixture of homeowners. Now, Batman, that's a good one there, Batman. You know what I mean? Because you could live in a neighborhood that's all renters, and these niggas don't give a fuck. And these are the ones that don't care about it. I want to live so my neighborhood is not renters. These are people that are homeowners. You know what I mean? Now, is there a turnover rate because we're so close to the fucking Quantico? Yes. You know what I mean? You're constantly seeing homes come up for sale, but then there's other military families that move in. I don't mind having the military people around me. Makes me like my neighbors, white dudes. I hate his damn dogs, you know what I mean? But he's military, you know what I mean? And they be partying and chilling over there, but you don't hear them. They real subtle with it. So I like it.
Ty said, I live in a white suburb, and we regret it every day because of my kid. I can't wait to move.
So that I understand, because you know where we live at now is a white suburb, and I see how it changes your child. It does affect the child and how the child is. You know what I mean? Because the child starts to adopt those characteristics of certain
whoever they're around.
Exactly.
So let me ask you, Ty, did that change? Because did you pick that neighborhood and then realize, oh snap, once you got there, or did it just happen to evolve?
No, Corey,
into that?
you need Corey, send me that information. I need to hear about that. I didn't hear about this weekend. But yes, does it because I know Ty is very cultured. So even though her child, they may live in that area, but I know Ty, I can guarantee Ty works diligently to keep her child grounded.
They live there, but you're not up there.
Exactly.
That's how
but you have a lot of people that are like that you live someplace, but you're not from there. You know what I mean? Okay. I went on this interview. Right? This was some funny shit. I went on this interview, right? And all right, cool. I'm sitting there, and the guy was like, yeah, man, I could tell you from Virginia. What? He was like this. You got that country accent.
Up in New
I
York.
was puzzled and a little. I was just like, huh. I got a country accent. He was like, yeah, but you know, it's straight Baltimore dude. And the way they, you know, straight Baltimore dude. You got that country accent, huh?
Like Baltimore said that. Wow, that's wow.
Like, come on. You know what I mean? But that's just what it is. You know.
Okay.
So Adrene says, I grew up around white people, so I'm used to being the only black person with no problem. I can get that. She said, thank you guys. She's thanking us. We thank you for your hard work on that thing, man. Appreciate you. Yes.
I said, nah, it caught me off guard.
Really? What made it catch you off guard? Ooh.
Kim said, I live in the neighborhood of Indians. They are the worst. Listen, my homegirl bought a house. You could tell they lived there. The whole house smelled like curry. I'm not even being racist. Like, and you walk in the neighborhood, it's a curry curtain in her neighborhood. Like, it's all.
It's a curry curtain?
It's a curry.
What is a curry curtain?
The air is different right here. I'm sorry. I don't
know. Wait. They got their own air? They got their own air. Like the mountain dwellers. Oh my God. Oh my God. We're gonna have a new segment, y'all.
The curry curtain.
The curry curtain. Lord have mercy, make it make sense over here. All right. So she moved in this neighborhood, and when you go in that neighborhood, you smell nothing but curry.
It's curry, yes. And the house too. It took her so long to air. Like she bought it, but did not move in there for a month, trying to air it out, just trying to get.
Damn, man, that shit was in the walls. It was in the carpet. It was in everything.
The structure.
Yo, yeah, I got it, Corey. I got it.
It was in the structure.
Yo, how? That's a lot of fucking curry, dog. Woo!
That's all. Listen, you got some people who only eat their food. Like, they not eating.
Okay, so you know what's bugged out, though. You know what's bugged out.
What's bugged out?
That I'm not a curry person. I just something about the smell. The smell. No. Hell no. You know what I mean? I went to the motherfucking restaurant and fucking with K Love. We was in Atlanta. And K Love ordered that curry. What was it? Curry goat. And I was like, you want some? No, I'm good.
You can smell curry.
I smell curry. No, nigga, no, man. I'm good. I'm good.
I found out what I like in Spanish food is the cumin. The cumin.
What that is?
It's a spice. And I took me and Scar, my best friend, his mom was like, I don't eat that shit. And I was like, why? She's like, oh, she could smell cumin from a mile away. And I didn't even know it had a smell to it until I was realizing that's what makes Spanish food Spanish. Like, that's what I like about it.
Lord have mercy. Yo, it's like Corey just said. It's like you walk into an apartment building and you instantly know Africans live there. You do! Yo, so when I worked at the gas company, I used to go inside people's houses, and if I went to an African house, you knew instantly I became discouraged, nigga, because these niggas will be cooking giraffe and shit. Nigga, like, yo, you walk in the house and be like, damn, dog.
What are they cooking?
You know what I mean? Walls be all greasy and shit.
It's that palm oil they be using.
I don't know what the fuck it is, but you know these different ethnicities. You go inside their fucking houses and you know.
Okay, Cornell said, I work maintenance at an apartment complex. And yes, when I go into the people's houses from Indian and Arabic, it's always a whole different smell. And cuz, it's a curry curtain.
Bruh, but you know what's crazy about that is that some of them motherfuckers, you know what I mean? You ever notice some of them people, they don't believe in deodorant. So you have the curry smell with the body funk, it just be fucked up. You know what I mean? So Adrienne says, yes, I have Indians and white people in my neighborhood. It is like that. One half has a smell.
And it's different levels to curry.
It's different levels. You know what I mean? So Ty said, my kid is the only black teacher class. What?
Black teacher in the school.
One black teacher in the school. So, so my daughter, you know what I mean? My daughter, Ariana, she lives in Burke with her mother.
That's Virginia?
Yeah, that's in Virginia, right? So, you know.
Northern?
Yeah, it's in Northern Virginia, right off Braddock Road. You go down Braddock Road, that's Burke. right? And so I picked her up from school one day, and when I went to her school is white. There's no way around it. There's no way around it. It's nothing. It's white. You know what I mean? And this is a white school with a couple sprinkles of chocolate chips. And my daughter is one of the sprinkles of chocolate chips. Did that change who she is? Hell no.
Still going.
Dog, her mama a nigga. Her mama a nigga. Her mama a nigga. You know what I mean? Like, yo.
We tend to pull people our way. Like, people like our essence and our influence. So a lot of those top tiers, they wanna act like that.
Yeah, but my daughter doesn't act. My daughter actually, but see, what's beautiful about that is my daughter doesn't act like a nigga, but she doesn't act like a white person. So she's got that perfect balance in between. I wish she could teach her older sister that.
She say ing,
yes.
counting.
Yes,
I love it.
Yes, her enunciation is on point.
Love it. Do you know your blood type?
No.
Do you? Coffee cream, coffee mate. You don't? Why don't you know your blood type?
I got blood is red.
I need y'all to know it.
I'll find out. So you know what I mean? Make it because I have my physical coming up on the 5th in 2 days. I have a physical coming up.
Answer in the comments. Does anybody on here know their blood type?
Do you know yours?
Yes.
What is yours?
Hey. Here's a fun fact. It's proven that mosquitoes can smell your blood type. Type O is their favorite. The people who get bit up by mosquitoes a lot, they're type O. Some more like extreme.
Really?
Right.
I'm gonna find out. So Moet, I'm not saying Moet.
It's Moet.
It's not Moet. You gonna stop
do
doing
this
that shit. We constantly argue about this.
It's Moet.
So Moet, I think that's the school because it's a high school. It's like really mixed. It's like it's I don't know. I have to ask, but I think it's Lake Braddock because the school is right by George Mason University. You know what I mean? And I knew when I rode to go pick her up, I was like,
ain't that something?
We ain't in the hood no more.
George Mason University is about it. Ain't that something?
It was crazy. I was like, bruh, I knew. Let me go ahead and get in and get out of here. I don't belong here. I don't fit in around here.
10 and 2, that shit. Look.
Yeah, shit is crazy. You know what I mean? Shit is crazy. You know.
Okay. Which is more important these days? Religion or your political stance? And which tells you more about a person?
Okay. So there are certain conversations I refuse to debate with people with or talk with is religion and their politics. You know what I mean? And when you do that, because they get upset because your views aren't their views. And a lot of people can't have dialogue and conversation without it going left field and going somewhere else. I choose not to. Too many times I got into debates and turned into arguments and niggas wanted to carry it certain ways over religion or politics. So those are conversations I don't choose to have. I listen to your views, but I'm not going to interject what I feel. You know what I mean? Just because I know what it's going to come to. You know what I mean?
Would you judge a person by either of these things? Their religion, whoever they choose to serve.
Whoever. Okay, so when it comes to religion, you know what I mean? I believe we're all. It's all the same God. It's just what they have. He has this God has different names, and religion, same thing. I think it all boils down to the same thing. You know what I mean? It's one creator. You know, so I'm not going to knock you for your religious views. You know what I mean?
Coffee mate. Which is more important these days, religion or your stance, and which tells you more about a person?
Corey, I might do that.
In this day and age, it's been political. Your political stance. I mean, it's well evident. It's tough to. I mean, and mind you, I believe with the religion, it's kind of blend into it.
Right.
Because if you think about it, a lot of conservatives are a lot of high-end religious nuts anyway, because they believe like certain things they keep quoting, scriptures that, or misquote, let me say that.
There you go. That's awesome. Thank you.
But misquote scriptures and they use that to, be the significance of what they believe in politically. So yeah, that's how I see it. And what was the other?
Political.
Which tells you more about a person? Political stance or religion?
I think it's still both. Again, based off what they say and how they say it, and especially how the climate, so to speak, is at the time. So yeah, that's how I say it.
I know it changed. I know it switched. Soon as Mr. Orange Peel, aka Cheeto, jumped in, it became who you support more than what your religious.
Exactly.
So that's what I was asking. Now, since he's out of it, like, did we go back to religion based?
No, it's like I said, it's if you really look at it, they kind of coincide the same way, but like I said before, it's like a lot of very high conservative people, and especially Republican-based people, they're all into that religion shit, and they use it to claim whatever they believe in. So really, it's kind of the same. They're both intermixed. It's shooked up and sadly presented in a way where it's all political, but really it's both the same.
Okay, so Ty says, I refuse to talk religion because I'm a demon and I know it. I said, Ty, I support you, baby. We demons. You know what I mean?
Okay. Is there anything that you did that you feel you were ahead of your time, and that if you could do it now, you would kill a motherfucking game? In your youth, in your past. Would have been yesterday. I don't know.
Sports. Track.
Ahead of your time.
I was ahead of my time when it came. Stayed focused on that, and I was focused. I think I could have really did something. Because I was a fast motherfucker, Slim. You know what I mean? And it just stumbled, and the funny part about track stumbled on me. I wasn't thinking about it. I was just doing it, you know what I mean, constantly racing niggas and whooping niggas' asses. You know what I mean? And it just stumbled and it just came together. Instead of being
time.
Your
fast, your mile, your
I don't know. My mother has all that. My mother has all that information. And and I fucked up. Got into the streets, took away from that. You know what I mean? Took away from a lot.
I think right now, music.
Music? What do you mean, bro?
I sang. I played several instruments.
Really?
6.
What instruments did you play?
Clarinet, saxophone, the bassoon, the tuba, drums, and the French horn trumpet for one day.
Really?
I didn't like it, my lips.
You didn't like
I didn't have the proper. And everybody kept busting their bottom one. I was afraid because I was like, my lips are already big, so I left that alone.
So singing, singing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna bless us one day?
One day.
One day? You heard that, y'all. You heard that, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna bless us on one day in the near future.
And me and my sister, and I hate that my sister started smoking. Fucked her voice. Like, she was everything, and like we could carry some shit. And my father can sing too. Okay. I didn't like it when I was younger, but I realized now, Bama can carry a note.
So there you go.
I had one question to ask, and I know our time is getting here. About sorry, y'all. Hang on.
So Ty said, no shit. I came up with the concept of an iPod and Apple Watch before smartphones were even invented. I was 12 years old. I'll never forget it.
Wow.
That would be crazy. That was insane, right? Imagine if Ty did that shit and somebody else took her idea, her concept and made it. You know?
That's what it said. I don't talk politics or Beyonce. Judge your mama.
Oh, shit. You know what I mean? Fuck Beyonce. That's how I feel. I'm not a Beyonce fan.
Okay. This is a question, because we have kids that you definitely have kids that vary in ages, right?
Uh-huh.
What age do your kids have to be for you to know that they are on drugs and you don't involve yourself? At what age?
What do you mean?
Because some people say he grown, he can do what he wants. Like, what age do your kids have to be for you to know that your child, whatever drug you want to put, a drug is a drug. Okay. For you to be like,
21.
21? Fuck it. You're not involving yourself in their nature.
Yeah, by 21, if you're that's the legal age to drink. Alcohol is a drug. So from that point on, you're on your own.
Okay.
Are they on their own? Does it matter if they're on their own? Can they be in your home, in your dwelling, underneath your roof, and you know these kids is doing drugs?
They're 21. Anyone else under 21, no. If they're all 21 and above,
living with you,
living with me, it's just like, hey, you're a grown adult. Be responsible what you're consuming. From that point on, it's like, hey, you do you.
Okay, some of y'all not gonna like my opinions and views on this topic
here. I know it. Come on.
It all depends on the drug of choice. I'm not gonna have a fucking dope fiend, nigga, or crackhead. Like, the fuck out of here. Nah, I don't care what age you are. I'm gonna be on top of you. Now, at a younger age, if you're smoking, like my kids, they smoke weed. My kids might smoke weed, and that's just what they do, right? And they did it at a young age. Wanted to start drinking and tasting liquor. And it started at a young age where they'll come past and grab your drink and sip your drink and taste your drink. And what I always told them is, I would rather you do this shit at home with me. You know what I mean? Before going out and experimenting outside. You know what I mean? So once you get to of age of 21, or you know what I mean, or this is what you're choosing to do, at 21, I can't say no. Niera was younger than that. Niera started smoking. Niera was like fucking 19. And she started smoking weed. 18, 19, she started smoking weed. I'm like, her. I gotta support your decision. I can't tell you no because I'm a hypocrite. Because I did the same fucking thing. Most of us in our heyday, we smoked some weed. You know what I mean? We was drinking a little bit of liquor. Shit, we still drink some liquor and still smoke some weed. You know what I mean? And your kids start doing that, or following in your footsteps doing that, you got to accept that. You know what I mean? I would rather, like I said, if you're 21, I'm not going to get involved in it no more. Y'all know what y'all got to do. But I've already gave you the tools to handle yourself accordingly when you out there. You know what I mean? Don't trust everybody. Don't smoke with everybody. You know what I mean? Bring your own shit. Get your own shit. Get your own fucking nice one. But in my household, you know what I mean? If you want to try this shit, if you want to try a little taste of my drink, you know what I mean? Prime example, been out with Kayla. You want to taste this? Go ahead. Kayla taste it, tell you what you like, you don't like. You know what I mean? Did that with Niera. Niera, taste this. You like what you like, you don't like. All right, cool. Fortunate enough, my son, he's like, nah, I don't even like taste liquor. This shit's disgusting. All right, cool. If he looks and says he wants to start smoking weed, right now ain't the time for you to start smoking weed, my nigga. You know what I mean? You still, you fucking 16. Nigga, we ain't gonna, you don't even need to worry about right now. I don't give a fuck about what your friends is doing. You don't need to worry about that right now. What you need to do is get your education first. You know what I mean? And most of my kids, when they got their education, and they moved, what can I say to them? Okay, you did your part. You want to smoke some weed now? All right, cool. But now, if my kid came home and I found out my kid's a fucking crackhead, whoa.
That's not contradictory?
It's not contradictory. It's a crackhead.
No, I'm just asking. There's functioning crackheads. I'm just saying, it's not contradictory. You have to, the drug of their choice, you have to agree with. Because that's what it sounds like. I knew you was going to give me that.
Here's the thing. You're going to be okay if your fucking kid is the best crackhead can be? Or he's the best basehead, or he's the best dope fiend? You gonna sit there and watch your kid fucking motherfucker hit his vein and shoot some shit? Nah, nigga, this. So if I call it hypocritical all you want. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a flying. I don't give a damn at that point. You know what I mean? I cannot sit back and see. I know the different roads that these drugs take you. You know what I mean? All of these drugs take you down different roads. You know what I mean? Nigga, weed is so common these days, it's not even like a fucking drug anymore. It's just like normal. Everybody and their mama gets high, right? But crackheads are undercover with it. Dope fiends are undercover with it. People sniffing coke is undercover with it. Now the biggest thing now is this fentanyl shit. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
My biggest gripe is you seeing motherfuckers dying. Why would you want to do that? So of course I'm gonna be on top of my fucking child. Like, nigga, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Come on, bro. You got to make that make sense. So I'm gonna be a little hypocrite when I say that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I drink liquor. You know what I mean? And every now and then I like to indulge in a good old gummy or two. You know what I mean? It's what I want to do.
So here's my stance, right? And why I feel the way I feel. I think I said how I feel. Like, nah, you can't do that shit in my house. And if I find out one of my kids is doing it, I'm on their ass. Reason being, and this could be my hypocritical stance. I don't do drugs.
Okay.
So I have inhibition or an aversion.
Okay.
I don't. Like, weed to me is even too much. Like, if I found out, it would crush me. It would crush me. Even one of my kids was like, "Mom, I have hookah." Like, please don't. Like, I don't smoke hookah.
Okay.
But it's all tobacco. It's all.
I get what you're saying.
Liquor is terrible too. That's what I'm saying. Here's my hypocritical.
Okay, thank you. Because we're all, thank you. Look,
it's terrible too. But I'm admitting that it is. I don't want you to do nothing that I don't agree with. Like,
so you don't agree with them drinking?
I really don't. You know why? Because they're young, and I feel like London. Brittany's very grown.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
My London, when I found out she was in college drinking, because I didn't do it. I'm very late.
But London is
I'm late on a lot of stuff.
Okay.
But London started out drinking beer. Like, she was a beer drinker. And I was just like, you doing what? I said, baby, no.
Come on.
they're both grown,
here's
so
what's
they can do
what's
what
funny
they
about
want,
this.
but you can't do it in my.
Here's what's funny about this, because Kiki, if you ever look in the back of Kiki's truck, it is a rolling bar. It is a rolling bar. I kid you
Allegedly.
not. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, I've had a drink out the rolling bar. You know what I mean? So in other words, if you were home and you were having a family gathering and y'all there together, you wouldn't want it. If your kid looked and was like, "Yo, Mom, can I get a drink?"
They asked me, and I said yes.
Yes,
but we ain't sitting at home pulling up like we ain't doing.
Oh,
that.
I'm not saying that.
But
now.
if they
come on, man.
You know what I like? London asked me. Like
Okay.
if she come to my house to my gas, she's like, "Mom, is it cool?" Like I just
it's a level of respect.
Yes.
It's a respect thing.
But I would go ape shit if I saw them rolling up a J. Like I would. I just feel like it lowers your morale. Like it just, to me, smoking weed is a down. It just keeps you low and
but on the same token, would you rather them be comfortable around you or versus going out and sneaking and doing it?
Sneak and do it, because I don't want you to do it. And for real, if you're gonna roll up a J in front of me, I feel like you don't respect how I feel.
So here's my thing. It's like
smoking your house.
My kids. No. There's no smoking in my house. No. You gotta go outside with that shit. You take that shit outside. You shit away from my house outside. You know what I mean? There's no rolling up J's in front of me. You know what I mean? Like, come on. They're not gonna. My kids aren't gonna do that. I just know they have the weed. You know what I mean? Like my daughter comes in and she's reeking of motherfucking marijuana. I'm not gonna be stupid because I already know what the fuck it is. Eyes low, bloodshot. All right, cool. It is what it is.
Spray that shit, like, bro.
You know what I mean?
That shit drive me nuts at the barbershop I work in. I'm like, bro, like the young kids, like, okay, we have these programs where we mentor young kids.
We got a call, white man.
Where we mentor young kids, right?
Uh-huh.
And a lot of the young kids are like 14 or whatever, and we mentor them, and they come in and they come to work smelling like that. I'm like, nah, I send niggas home.
Really?
You know why?
Well, you shouldn't come to work. That's not a good look.
No, and they're 14 thinking, oh, the barbershop, they cool.
No,
sir, you work here.
That's not cool.
Hello, caller.
Caller, who we talking to?
What's up? Who we talking to?
This is Britt.
Hey, Britt. Talking about.
Good morning. Good morning. Yes, I heard you were talking about me. I just wanted to share that my mother literally almost had a heart attack when she found an empty Hennessy bottle in the trash can at her home, because we know we're not supposed to be drinking at her home. It wasn't even mine. It was my friend. My friend came over and she put it in the trash can, but I got the stern talking to because of my friend. So when she say no drinking in her house, she means it. I had apple orchard in the house and she literally lost it.
Are you kidding me? Kiki!
She means it. But the rolling bar, oh yeah. It's lit, right? It's lit. Okay.
See?
It's cool. Don't worry. Anytime you come over, Mom, I will still make you a drink and we'll still have fun together as we do now.
See? Because you said
I love you. That's all I wanted to say. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you.
I go to her home. It's different in her home.
So it's different in her home.
If I go to her home, she wants me, shorty. But I just felt like in that time that she had the young lady over my house, I'm thinking, I said, what was your fucking antenna at the head? Let her put the shit in the trash. Like, no.
But it was trash,
no,
Kiki.
it was an empty liquor bottle.
Empty.
Y'all
getting turned. Her friend was getting turned.
If you can't drink in my mother's house,
True.
your friend shouldn't.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that she did because I don't know, but Brittany was like saying she just threw in the trash. But I did give her the stern.
All right,
I shook my finger real hard.
Let me look at some of these because a dream said not living with me, 40s or 50s, because I have to not be able to help, but it's going to be hard. But I it's going to involve myself. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get what you're saying. You know. Realistically, though, is once your kids get of age, this is what we doing. Because when we was out there young and we was creeping and having some drink, like so when I first started drinking, I couldn't come home and tell my mom that I was drinking. Like, nah, nigga, you know what I mean? So the first time I was like, my mother knew that I was getting high and she knew that I was fucking drinking and shit like that. But I wouldn't come to my mother's house fucked up, right? And this, I'm grown, right? And I got kids now, my own family, so. I was up in New York visiting one day, and I went up street to my man Rob house. We go over to Rob house and shit. Nigga, I hit a couple J's up that joint. Had a couple drinks. Came back. It was like Thanksgiving. Came back in the house. Eyes bloodshot red. I was right. And my mama just looked at me like this. You can't say nothing to me because I'm grown, but I was like, damn. The look she gave me, I was like, maybe I shouldn't have smoked this weed today. I should have waited till I got home.
didn't do that in front of them growing
I never
up.
did. I
I
didn't.
didn't. I didn't
I'll
do
drink
that
in
in
front
front
of
of them. I don't drink with my daddy to this day. Like my mom died, we all sat around and got busy. But that's not a thing that I do. My father's 70 years. I just don't.
So me and my father, when I first got out of jail, me and my father would sit down and
that's different.
Drink together. You know what I mean? And then we realized that we can't drink together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it causes
yes
too much of this.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And then shortly after that, my father, he stopped drinking. Shout out to my father. It's been almost 30 years that he's been alcohol free.
But a lot of things that I didn't do. To add, I didn't have sex if my kids were home. I did not. They could never say I walked in. I didn't do that. That's just one of those things. I was always scared.
Okay. So
you're married, though.
So if you're in a relationship with your man, right? You and your man, and y'all all live together, right?
They gotta be sleep. They gotta be gone.
How do you know if they ever sleep though?
They gotta be. I was very conscious of that. That's the most disgusting thing that you can't never unsee walking in on your parents. And my
hold
kids.
on. Let me ask this question for both of you.
Okay.
Have you ever heard your parents do it?
Yes.
And I was disgusted.
Yes. I
That's
did.
the reason why I chose no.
My mama. My mama.
Look at him laughing.
Look.
Yeah, I've heard bouncing
the bed.
I heard the moaning in my mouth.
Not the moaning, it's just the bouncing in the bed. I know what they were doing.
So
I heard mine.
Why would that be this? I mean, as a kid, it does traumatize you a little bit.
It
Like,
does.
no, man, no. You know what I mean?
Well, if you remember when we were at Home Improvement and where Tim and his wife were having an argument, but they reconciled.
Yeah.
And then their son would say, "Hey, I heard you guys were playing on the bed the other day," and all this stuff. And it's like, it's like, who won? And he goes, "Oh, we were playing a game." And it's like, "Oh, who won?" And he said, "I did." And he's like, or the wife said, "I did," and twice.
Oh shit.
Yo, I mean, so you didn't want your kids. I'm gonna fuck you up right now with something. You didn't want your kids, right, to know you were having sex. So you just tried to maneuver ways to do that shit, But did you ever kiss your kids with that dick sucking mouth you had?
I don't suck dick, so yes, I kiss my kids. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
She was very classy with that. Yeah. Look, I don't suck dick. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Brittany, don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. I'm just because you heard when I was a kid, I heard my parents having sex, and I was just like, oh, me and my sister looking at each other like, no.
It is what it is. I know, but it's like I don't know if boys.
How the fuck did you get here?
I know that. It's just I don't know. It's the visual. Like I could never unsee that. I walk in.
If I hear them, I'm not. First off, my mother always had a fucking rule, right? And her rule was very fucking simple. Was like, nigga, you knock before you enter.
No, they did.
You just don't walk in the fucking room. You knock and wait to be acknowledged before you come in.
And the kids do things they ain't supposed to do all the time. I've been naked. What?
Ty said she heard her grandparents.
That's dope.
That's kind of dope, though.
That's dope.
What kind of trauma did that give you, Ty? You know what I mean? Yo.
Yes, call in. You got a few minutes.
Oh, call in. You got a few minutes.
Ty is not calling in, y'all. She is not gonna call
Cornell
in.
said all 6 of my kids are grown, 4 boys and 3 girls from 30 to 20. And I have never had a drink or never smoked weed with them. And that's real. That's real. Tell them I'm not your. That's real. I tell them I'm not your friend. I'm your dad.
Okay.
Okay. They also teaching them not to barge in and respect your privacy.
That's what it is, though. Because
it'd be that one time where open their eyes, or they got a splinter. But like London, London is just she was an appendage, like that big 6 foot tall thing. She was stuck to me. It was her, and then she would forget. Like even to this, right now, I lock my door. I lock every door I'm in, and no one be like, "Yo," I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" Because people walk in, they just do.
But that's not home training. You're not trained right. You're supposed to knock and wait before you enter. Like you just walk in on somebody's shit, you liable to. Yo, when I was a kid, I did that. My mother came out the shower, and then I saw my mother naked. That was the image that I could never get out of my head. I was disgusting. Even as a kid, I was traumatized behind that shit. You don't want to say, and that's what your ass get. I would tell you, knock on the door and ask first. After that point, you knock on the door. Nigga.
I just don't like. It's a lot of things you can't unsee and unhear. It is like even as an adult. My father talk about that stuff. And it's like Here's quick. My daddy called me the other day. He said, yeah, I had 2 girls over here the other night. My father's 70. He said, I had 2 girls over here. He said, it's funny thing. He said, what is all this gay shit? He said, they let me put my phone out, took pictures, and then he said, they was pulling their boobs
shout out to Mr. Grant. Mr. Grant, I want to be older, bro.
He said they pulled they stuff. I'm sitting over here. I'm ready. You know, I ain't no young man, but I ain't no small man. That's what he said.
There you go.
And left it at that. He said they was kissing each other. I said, Daddy, did you smash? He said, well, I ain't smashing. They smashed me because I'm old. He said, but
hell yeah, yo, your father for president. Your father for fucking president. Yo, tell your father. I said, yo, he's like, yo, shout out to Mr. Grant. God, sir, I salute you. 70.
Anthony said, hearing your mother moan is not cool.
It's not. I said, I was like, oh no, mama, no. It's like, yo, you can't never get that out of your head. Hearing that shit, no. I mean, like, bruh, I'm just saying.
Just think about walking in on your kids. Like, can your kids have sex in your house?
Fuck no. No.
My client, she entrusted me with information. She said, you know, she comes to talk to me. We stay for hours. She said, you know what, I talk to you because I can't talk to my mom. My mom was not a role model. She was like, you know what she told me when I was 14? She said, my mother was so out there. She told me, you let me know when you start having sex so I can leave. Like when you yes. And she said I was 14. She said, so if any at my choosing, I could have done it. She said, because her mother was one of them people, just like, yo, like, let me know so I can leave.
Yo, here's the thing. Ain't no fucking going on in my house. I'm the only one fucking.
Ain't no sinners. I tell my kids, I'm the only sinner
in this damn house. You know what I mean? Now, if you're self-pleasing, I can't knock you for self-pleasing. But there ain't no fucking going on in my house. I'm the only one.
Hey, Cornell, you know how my daddy is. Look, he go, Grace, play a loud movie. The movies ain't loud enough when fucking.
See, Cornell said he's his hero. He just instantly became my hero. Instantly. 70?
Yes.
Nigga, you're my hero, bro.
He's 76. He just turned 76.
What?
On March 23rd, yeah.
So he's 76?
He's 76.
So wait. So he was like, they smashed him?
He said, I'm old. They smashed me though, but I hit. He said Clyde Grant,
you are the man. You are now officially my hero. Woo! Got me something to look forward to. All right.
And he said, but he don't use no pills either. He let me know. I ain't know no goddamn pills.
Okay. Well, look.
Another fine Monday?
It's another fine fucking Monday. We rocked out a little longer today for y'all. You know what I mean? Appreciate it. Thanks for powers that be. Give us a chance to rock out. It's another Monday. Trying to get back in the groove. Because whenever we take off, it's hard to get back into the groove of things again. You know what I mean? But I'm back now. I needed this today.
That's Real Talk Uncensored on Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and what's the last one?
So everywhere.
All of them. Shit. Just catch us.
You know catch us. Catch us. You know what I mean? Like, yo, shout out to everybody. Once again, shout out to everybody for the contest and picking out the new logo. Shout out to everybody who created the logos to submit that. We really appreciate the love. Yeah. But we have a new logo, y'all.
Yep.
It's going down. It's a new logo with a new studio, Beltway Radio and beyond. Yo, if you out there, you need to help us come up with some lyrics, some bars to drop for that shit. I'm serious. Need some shit.
Next contest.
That's the next contest.
Make some bars for us.
Make some bars. You know what I mean? For me and Kiki, make us some bars. You know what I mean? Person with the best bars, we're going to work on that next week. We're going to talk about that next week. We get everybody in here and we're going to talk about that. You know what I mean? Real Talk Uncensored, man.
I'm Kiki.
I'm Tone.
Hey.
Peace. See y'all next week.